conversation about that. He brought it up.
That's right.
We would like to talk to him. Erebus, you have specific rules on how to engage and how to win an argument. We're not here to win or lose.
Oh, well.
We're here to see the opposing view.
Hold on. Why do you? This isn't a win or lose. I've never even claimed it's ever been a win or lose.
Why do you say you have a specific way to win an argument against a flat earther?
Before you gather those thoughts, Erebus, I just want to do a big shout out to Tony V. Tony V. Just he either re-enlisted as a member of the channel, or he just became an all access unlimited video members. I'm slacking, and I have to update my list of unlisted videos. Thank you for your support, Tony B. And right now we had 150 people watching. Boom! Thank you for your support. It's been great the last few days. We got a big audience, so it's good sometimes to make your arguments, even if it's not gonna. The person you're engaging with maybe not listening to you, but try to make your point, because there's a lot of eyes and ears listening to us. So if we want people to know your point of view, just speak it up and let's try to keep it civil one at a time. Please click that thumbs up and thumbs down if you haven't done so. And yeah, numbers keep going up. 140, 156 watching. Thank you very much, and let's carry on with the festivities. The title, Daily Boom, Wednesday Madness, Moderator, Raqia, Try Thinking, and more. Boom. Continue, guys.
Can I jump in for a sec?
Would you like to talk about the geometric horizon that they were putting in front of the radar? I'd like to know about
how does it work
both of those more.
I want to know how it works on a flat Earth.
Who knows? Let's talk about how you think it works.
Yeah.
Oh no, don't go.
Maybe we can.
That's just a deflection.
So you don't want to talk about that?
Okay. I want to talk about the flat Earth. Why don't you?
I don't have to talk about the flat Earth. I know it's flat. I need to
figure
out why the radar. I need to figure out why the radar is not working. So tell me more about radar.
You know it's flat, and you know it's not a round spherical shape. Cool.
It's observably and measurably flat, is what I see and what I've obtained.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, how does the radar work on a flat Earth?
It sends out a signal, and the receiver receives that signal back when it hits an object.
At what distance?
Depends on the output.
Well, what's
mine
the
is about mine says 70 miles, but the object would have to be like a mountain or something. The things that I'm getting back, like a large boat or an oil rig, it's usually around 40 miles.
So
which by the way, should not be possible.
Yeah, is that a boat on water, Dave?
I would agree. I would agree.
Like you're
radar's on water, and it's
it's
been explained by this panel that radar frequency, light wave, or whatever it's sending out and receiving back in a self-contained line of sight unit is bending around the curvature of the Earth.
It has to, right?
Hold on.
Yeah, it has to. Right?
Yeah.
Wait, Raqia, don't objects disappear from the bottom up on a flat Earth?
Yes. Appear to be sometimes.
Well,
sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just fade off into the distance. I have a cool video of that. It's called
Yeah.
Ghost Boat.
Yeah.
Hey, Raqia, I'm curious.
It happens in reality as well as on a flat Earth, you know.
Yeah.
Sorry, you interrupted me there. Try thinking. Raqia,
Bob, you cut in front of everybody.
Now, clouds are a mile above the ground. Would you agree with that? We have flown airplanes
sometimes,
into
yeah, different distances.
Yeah. There's a few different layers up there, Bob.
Try thinking.
Yeah,
when you have something to contribute, I'll let you know. Now,
he contributed that there's a few different layers, and I agree. Yeah.
Clouds, for the most part, are about a mile above the ground most days. Okay. Now, when you have a city, the lights of that city will shine up on those clouds, right?
Amazing.
Maybe.
Amazing.
Okay, so amazing. So those lights are 5,000 feet over the ground, right? Why can't I see the lights from Saginaw from 45 miles?
Are you looking across or up to Saginaw or whatever?
I'm looking over to Saginaw. I'm looking over to Saginaw.
You've got your eyes open.
You've
not still got your shades on, have you, at night?
Raqia, I'm looking straight at Saginaw, and I can't see the lights at night. Why is that?
And what's the distance?
45 miles.
What's the distance? So only 45 miles, and you can't see it.
I can't see the lights of Saginaw in the clouds. Why is that?
Wow, you might need to get your eyes checked. But you sure there's not something in the way?
Yet.
Yeah, the wall of your house.
Something in the way. Yet, when I go up in an airplane, I not only can see Saginaw, I can see Detroit 90 miles away. Why is that?
Oh, you go up. You go
in
up
an airplane.
in an airplane.
How come I can see Saginaw and Detroit 90 miles away when I'm up? Because why wouldn't I?
Yeah, well, that's a question.
I would because the Earth is curved, and if I get up high enough,
it's curved.
Or it's not curved, and you're going up, getting out of the layer that's obstructing whatever your view was over 45 miles.
Can't even see the glow.
Wait, you just said
I can clearly see. I can clearly see street lights when I go up.
Are you denying we can see lights from 40 miles?
Yeah.
What layer?
Yeah.
Yeah, what layer? I mean, I can't see Saginaw from here. Why is that?
Really?
Yeah, why is that?
Don't know. I can't see it from here either.
You might have some eyesight problem. I've never seen it either.
Really?
I've never even been 1,000 miles from there. Where is that?
It's 45 miles from here. But that's okay. We're done with that.
Yeah. Anyway, you might want to move on. It's a horrible argument.
I have a question for Raqia when I get a chance.
Wait, how is that a horrible? Yeah, good.
Now's your chance.
Go for it, Carlos. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, evidently, Raqia Life is very familiar with the mechanics of radar.
No, I didn't ever say that. I said I operate a radar and would like to learn more about it.
So, are you somewhat familiar with it?
Somewhat, yeah. I use them all the time. I own one. Let's just say I know how to turn it on, and I know what it receives, and it's self-contained and line of sight.
But you have a basic understanding of how it works, right? You send a signal.
I think I just explained that. Yeah, line of sight, signal being sent out and received, self-contained. I think I just explained that.
Right.
Yeah, I got that. I got that as well, Dave. Cheers.
You got that, Bev?
Yeah. Nobody else has explained it, but I think you did very well.
Carlos is muted by the two of you. Carlos is muted by the two of you guys. Let him make his point, please.
Try thinking. Why don't you try keeping your mouth shut when people are talking? Thank you. So you agree that you measure the time of when you sent the signal and when it came back, you can calculate the distance, correct?
I'm sure someone can. I can't. I'm nowhere near. I'm a moron.
Do you?
I am.
Are you not familiar with that?
Remember,
well, there you go. You
on a daily basis, you call me a moron. So why would you ask me a question like that?
No. I just because you say I am familiar. I know how to turn it on, and
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I can show you if you want. If you've never operated one, I can show you how to turn it on and point. It does it. It's amazing because you just turn it on and it sends out a signal, and whatever's in its way, line of sight, it will send a signal out, bounce it back to your self-contained receiver, and show up on your and it'll show up on your screen.
And it does the calculation of distance.
I'm
by
sure
the
it
time
does. I'm sure it does.
I'm saying, oh my God! I'm trying to make sure that you understand the mechanics of how it actually does that, so I can go to my next point. And you just keep reflecting, say, I know how to turn it on. What I'm saying is, that it's calculating the time that it took to go, bounce, and come back to determine the distance. Correct?
Let me repeat my answer. I'm sure it does. Self-contained.
Wait, Raqia.
Carlos dropped.
And what's your point, sir?
Speed of light? Raqia. Hold on. Raqia, you have an instruction manual for your radar,
I just saw the power button. Push it. I can know how to adjust it. I can pick up weather on a certain frequency.
Erebus, I'm with Raqia on this one. Real men don't read manuals. We just start pushing buttons until shit works.
I saw the manual.
Raqia, you understand that you can see a ship 20 or 30 miles away, and you can see weather maybe 75 miles away, right?
Do I understand that? I do it all the time.
Okay, great. What does that tell you?
Great. That tells me that the angle that it's going up to the weather, right, is different. You can see further at that angle, but when it gets down into the atmosphere,
Right.
yeah, you're saying light is not, that frequency is
So
not blocked by
very-
any other conditions but a physical edge, but yet you don't want to talk about
That's
the
an
physical edge.
observation. You can
Yeah,
see
I know
things
your
on
argument.
the surface at 20 miles, but they have to be very, very high up in the clouds to be able to see weather at 75 miles. Why can't you see
further
things?
up? Yeah.
Why can't you see things on the surface with a radar set at 60 miles? Why does it have to be up in the air?
Why? I have no idea. Why don't you tell me?
Because the surface of the Earth is curved, you dolt.
Wow.
Is
that
second.
water as well?
Let me jump in for 1 second. Let me ask it.
Got pretty personal there, didn't it, Jose?
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you called me a dope. Yeah. I thought we were going to keep that out of there.
Let's bring. Yeah, I didn't even understand that insult. It's like one time somebody told me, like, how dare you allowing this person to say this word? Like, don't. I mean, I heard that insult as
dope
as
means dummy, moron, ignorant. You know the common words that they.
Yeah, but at least he didn't call you asshole or dipshit
right.
piece of shit or nothing like that. You know.
I'm so grateful.
All right.
All right. Let me change the term.
No,
Jose.
no,
Let's
not yet.
use
I'm
food.
speaking, Bob. I'm speaking.
No second.
I'm speaking. To read something and make a point here, but All right. I got a question from Schoenhofer. Raqia, you stated the range of a radar is dependent on the power. If you double the height of your radar, if you were right, shouldn't the range stay the same?
My radar tells me that no matter what height I put it, the objects that I'm shooting, right, has a limit of about 70 miles, but it has to be a really big object. But the normal objects that I'm shooting, my radar is placed high enough to receive those objects, such as ships and boats and oil rigs. But if I mounted it higher, right, it wouldn't pick up those objects any further because the limit of the output. That's my understanding of it.
Oh, you're wrong.
Because I have friends that have boats that are bigger and have more powerful radar, and their radar is mounted roughly the same distance above the water, and they can pick up objects much, much further because of their power output. I hope that explains it.
Have you ever tried that?
Well, have I gotten on their boat and seen how
No,
they pick up objects much further? Yes. And it's because of their power
He means,
output.
have you messed about with your radar and put it on a pole a bit higher to see if it got any better?
Yeah. Do you know what a radar receiver is? The spinning, you mean the little spinning thing on my boat? Did I disconnect it and lift it up on a pole? No, I have not. You know, they're pretty. Why not? You obviously don't own one.
Well, no, why not?
My goodness, man. Why not?
You're laughing, but you're not exactly explaining why not.
Yes, I'm laughing because you must not know. You must not have any idea how these things are mounted.
It's a nice idea, though, right, Dave? They could do that as a test, right?
Yeah, just mount it on a pole. Yeah, disconnect it off my boat. Just disconnect it and then hold it up on a pole and see if it receives something further away.
You can't have a more stable structure mounted on your boat? Is this?
Are you listening to what you're asking? To disconnect my radar unit from my boat and mount.
You had to connect it. So
you obviously have never owned a radar or a boat, sir.
Hey,
you're just stating this, but it's just all I'm hearing is.
I'm laughing at you heavily about what you
just said. Ridicule.
You're the guys that are stating it, right? You're asking Dave to do something that he doesn't need to do. He's the one that's just explained how the radar works and all of that.
No, he hasn't got a clue how it works.
Well, the only thing I know is what Dave's told me, right? Nobody else has said anything.
Well, you ain't going to learn bugger all, are you?
Hold on.
Well,
we're ready for y'all's explanation.
If your radar
you have a go.
Boat is 30 miles away, do you believe it?
I'm sorry, I missed your question.
If your radar tells you there's a boat 30 miles away, do you believe it even if you can't see it?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, great. So radar tells me the moon's 240,000 miles away. Do you believe that too?
No, because you want to know because I can get on the radio and say, sir, I'm picking you up on radar and my AIS, you're going in this direction at this many knots. Is that true? And they'll confirm, yes, it is. And I can also go 30 miles over there. if they're anchored or not moving, I can go 30 miles over there and confirm it for myself. I can't
What
do
is
that on the moon.
What is that?
I can't go to the moon.
What does that have to do? What does that have
go
to
to the
do?
moon.
And that's
You
why
could
your
just as well
question,
not-
that question destroys you.
Okay,
So-
good.
So,
I don't feel destroyed.
Raqia, every time you take a radar reading, do you always radio them up and check where they are?
No.
Okay,
I don't.
so
But you
most
don't
of the time
question
you
that.
accept that the radar reading is accurate.
May I?
No, hang on.
Yeah, I've been to these oil rigs that
Yeah.
my radar says are 10 miles away. I go from that point to that oil rig, and it's 10 miles away exactly.
Yeah,
All
so
right,
your
guys.
radio.
Yeah, Adric, make your point. A little back and forward with Raqia, and then Larry Scott after you guys.
All right, so you accept that the radar's accurate. You don't double check it every time, do you? Raqia?
No, I don't, and I haven't calibrated it ever. No.
Okay, so you trust its accuracy. Then why would you distrust radar when it's ranging to the moon?
Yeah, I have a little distrust in that because I can't confirm that myself. Like I can't go to the moon.
Yeah, but you don't confirm it yourself when
I
you take a
question
reading off a boat.
He
You're-
doesn't.
you're
He
accepting
doesn't measure
exactly
the
what I do.
distance to the moon from his boat either.
I'm not talking to you.
Yeah.
You could.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Okay,
why-
let
If you lifted it high enough.
Hang on. Let me ask you one more question. So listen, if you get a radar at a certain height off your boat, right? Are you saying that if you increase the output, the power output on the radar, you'd see further?
That seems to be the case because other boats in the marina that I've gone fishing on have higher output radars that are the same height off the water, and then they can pick up objects further than I can.
Do you know what the power output on your radar is on your boat?
I don't.
Okay, well, there's a radar system, there's a phased array radar system at Eglin Air Force Base in the United States, which has a peak output of 32 megawatts. It's the most powerful radar in the world.
Mm-hmm.
It was designed
Why'd
to
you
pick
ask
up.
me?
It was designed because I wanted. Just wait. It was designed to pick up nuclear ballistic missile launches from Russia. It can track.
You should get one,
something the
Dave.
size- It could track. Just stop interrupting.
He can't.
It could track an item the size of a basketball 37,000 kilometres away, but it can't see beyond the horizon. Why do you think that is?
I make your last point. Please.
The most powerful
There's
radar
a
in the
huge
world
water bulge in
can't
the way.
see. The most powerful radar in the world can't see past the horizon.
All right, Raqia, let's see if he's gonna allow you to make your last point.
Yeah, sorry, Jose, but the other dude kept interrupting.
Third time, yeah.
What horizon?
Boom! That's another topic. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna jump in really quick. Perfect timing. Thank you. Quick question, Raqia. What type of radar you own? Somebody wanna just look it up and just figure it out. You know the name or specifications on it of your mind? Oh, Raqia, just give me a quick answer. Do you know the specifications on what radar do you have?
I'm guessing not.
Larry Scott. Yeah, Larry Scott. Go ahead, man. You were waiting. Oh, go ahead, Larry. Go ahead, Raqia.
It's a Simrad system, but do I know the output right now? No, but y'all have asked me that before, and I looked it up, but I don't.
If we show you pictures of it, can you
y'all
pick
once
out
before
your
when y'all
radar?
looked it up and told me the output.
Well, hold on.
Probably, yeah.
Larry Scott, his turn now. Larry, go ahead.
Well, looking around at other marine radar, it's typically in the 10, 12 megawatts, right? Arecibo is 2.5 terawatts, which is 208,000 times more powerful. So when you commented, it's limited, output power limits range. So let's jack it up by 200,000 times, and that's how they're measuring the distance to them. Then, in measuring the distance by radar to the moon, they also have laser, and those two agree. So that's called the repetitive science part. So once those multiple disciplines agree then just asserting, no, it's not possible, is kind of, that's where the ball goes to the other court, because it's been demonstrated multiple ways.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Place that radar on where my radar is mounted, and do you think I'm going to be able to see further? You think I'm going to be able to?
You broke up.
Yeah, you were like fading away.
From
I can barely hear Raqia.
Yeah, you're fading away, Raqia. You're breaking up.
If you put that radar, is that better? If you put that same radar
to your output.
Lel, if you keep interrupting, it's going to be worse to listen to hear. He dropped. Maybe he was in a bad zone. He just dropped. Hopefully he can rejoin.
Jose?
Yes.
It's Samuel here. I've got some experience with the type of radar that Raqia is talking about. So if he comes back, I'd just like to have a quick chat with him.
Well, let me.
Too.
Is that the Samuel bottom?
Is my voice better?
Yes, a lot better, Raqia. Yeah, make that last point, and then we got Samuel, Rowbottom, and Big Blue to get in there after you make your point.
Cool. They can explain radars better than I can. My question was, if I put that most powerful radar on my boat at the same height that my radar is mounted, would I see 100 miles? Would I pick up all rigs and ships from 100 miles away?
I could probably answer that question.
Or would I still be limited to 40 or 40 miles?
Depending on the height of your radar, you'll still be limited. And I've had...
So no matter how powerful... Go ahead.
No, sorry, I'll carry on.
So no matter how much more powerful the radar would be at my height above sea level, I would be limited to what I'm limited to now.
Within reason, there are other variables that you need to take into account, i.e. the size of the object that you're ranging off. But generally speaking, yep, you will have the same capability. Now,
so
one of the things... Carry on.
The boat that has the more powerful radar, like it's a bigger unit, right? It has a bigger... what is that little turny thing that's on top of the boat? I'm sure y'all have a name for it. You know, it just turns around.
Yeah. The antenna, the radio, the transmitter unit. Yeah, they come in various designs. They're sealed or open. Yeah.
Yeah. Some are in domes, but mine is like a parallel, thing that just spins around. It's pretty cool. I have a blue light under it. Makes a little turny thing. Yeah.
That's the technical term.
Yeah. Their little turny things are bigger than mine. Mine's like 4 foot, and theirs might be 6 foot in some cases, right? Long. So they're sending out a larger, more powerful signature, and they're getting ranges back further than I am at the same elevation off the sea. Why is that?
They're not at the same elevation.
Yeah, they're probably.
Sorry, can I say something?
Yes.
Frequency.
Yes, they are.
There are a lot, as I say, there are a lot of variables in that you've got to take into account. But power is one of them. If you've got an older radar, it may be fairly limited in the power. Its resolution may not be good enough to pick up to detect the objects that they're ranging off of. But what I wanted to say is that I sail, or used to sail, in this country over in the UK where I am, with a friend of mine, and his radar unit is mounted on a pole on his transom, which is about 11 feet above water level, so it's not ideal. Mine is mounted about 15 meters up on my mast. We have comparable. His is a slightly older unit, but we've got a comparable output. Mine has a slightly better resolution. It's a newer generation. I can see approximately 25% further than he can when we're ranging on the same objects. So as we sail together we sail together quite regularly, and as we move closer to small objects, I usually pick them up first. Now, something that we talked about a little while ago was AIS, and I told you that my AIS receiver is at the very top of my mast, so almost double the height of my radar. And I can pick up AIS objects far farther than I can with my radar. And as the radar horizon comes into view, I can then confirm these AIS objects as the radar then picks them up. Now, if we were living on a flat plane, that wouldn't happen. Living on a curved surface that is absolutely predictable. Now, obviously, the frequencies that we're talking about are somewhat different, but they are generally line of sight.
Right.
So the amount.
So other variables are involved. Then.
Yeah, but these other variables make virtually no difference. You do have.
But do make a difference.
They do make a difference, but we're not talking about 25-30% increased range difference. They are basically.
What percentage are we talking about?
In my setup, I'm getting about a 30% increase in distance with AIS than I do with radar. Now, there are, again,
with your buddy's boat.
With the buddy's boat, it's about 25%.
Better frequency, newer model. Yeah.
No, they're basically the same. I've got slightly higher frequency than, well, not high frequency, high resolution than he is. It uses force modulation, which is slightly different from the older model.
All right, guys, we got it.
It allows me to resolve.
Try to finish one point. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I rattled on a bit, but yeah, it is demonstrated. Well, you can use similar radar at different heights, and you will get different readings if you're ranging on the same object.
All right, maybe Raqia, if you want to make the last point, and then Blue, Marble Science turn, and then Khaled after Blue.
Yeah, I think he made my point. He gave other variables that are involved, resolution, some other things, and we could probably list some more. It's just, and I like that. I appreciate that he did that. Other people are just asserting that it's always Earth curve, and it's not. That's my point. Thanks.
Mr. Blue, you there?
My turn.
Yep.
Yeah, just along maybe some more practical lines, Rocky. You say you're seeing surface vessels away with your radar, correct?
Ships and oil rigs, yeah. They have to be big.
Yeah, and you can see, and you can contact them by radio and verify that that's what you're seeing, correct?
Well, we have AIS, so that's another confirmation. Radio, we don't usually do that far away.
Oh, okay. I thought you said.
Well, we have before, but UHF and VHF and ships aren't going to talk to me. But if I contact them when they get in range and I say, I got you on radar, you're going in this direction, and confirm that, will you please confirm that direction, they'll usually do it. But some of the foreign captains won't.
Okay. That's what I was curious about. How do you know who you're talking to?
We mostly do that at night.
Yeah, when ATC can't identify you in the air, they will ask you to make a series of turns.
Correct.
So that they are able to identify you. And you almost have to do the same thing on the water, I would think. I don't have any experience with ships.
Yeah, they've never asked me to do that, but they're usually not worried about me. Yeah, I'm usually worried about them. But I've never had to make turns in the air with my brother or nothing. But sometimes the signature gets lost, I think.
Well, you will have to if you fly enough. When you come up, especially 1200 on the transponder, they will oftentimes ask you to make turns so that they're able to identify which blip you are. Okay, well that's what I wanted to know.
Cool, excellent. We all set here? I mean, maybe we can go with Khaled if
Can I make a point?
Yeah. Well, Khaled, you and Leo deal with who's go next. It was supposed to be Khaled, but if you want to allow Leo, it's up to you guys.
Go ahead, Khaled. Sorry.
That's great. Go ahead. Okay, so I have a question for Raqia. You've heard Samuel talking about he get different ranges from 2 different tools on his ship. The other device, call it AIS or something like that. Is it easy to move it from a place, put it higher?
You broke up a little bit. Are you asking if I could put it higher? My antennas are and my radar.
Yeah, the other device, the identification device.
Yeah, my radar is on top of the helm, and my AIS is a.
Can move.
Yeah, hold on, Raqia. There's a little bit of lag because you're breaking up a little bit, Khaled, and you also have a lag, maybe a few seconds. So you're interrupting Raqia without even knowing it. Let's give him 2 seconds for him to address me and then Raqia, because if not, he's gonna jump on you. So a few seconds on waiting in between.
I think I know his question. He's asked me if I can move my AIS receiver. It's just an antenna, and it is a little bit higher than the radar, but it's my understanding that the AIS is more a digital. Maybe someone here can help me with that. Is more of a digital receiver and not receiving like images or having to process things like that, because it is information.
Yeah,
being sent.
It is basically VHF, and it receives a digital transmission from the AIS transmitter on the other vessel.
So it's not I mean, we're not going to be able to compare that to radar. It is a different signal.
Yeah, you can. They are both essentially line of sight instruments.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that. They're self-contained line of sight.
No, once you said HF, I just read back. HF is different.
Okay, are we just doing radar porn for you guys? Is this like, what is there some sort of point towards what you're doing? Like what?
Wait. No, this is a good point. Try thinking. So
is it?
All right. No. It's not. But let's let Khaled and Raqia finish this point. Take a minute to wrap it up. 1 point back and forth, and then I want to hear Try Thinking. And I know Erebus is so anxious.
Wait, I thought I was next.
So Leo next we Try Thinking. So Raqia is gonna take a break. Allow Try Thinking to jump in there. It's gonna be a restart button again after that 1 point. So Raqia and Khaled wrap it up, and we go with Try Thinking and Leo, and then after Leo we got Erebus. Hi guys.
Okay, so
I didn't want to talk to Try Thinking. I wanted to respond to how far you should see with radar on a bow. That's something Raqia was talking about.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so last question to Raqia. If I say that the geometric horizon is the observed horizon, would that bother you?
Knowing what I know, there's only one horizon. I've only seen one.
Well, okay. You seem to jump whenever someone says horizon and you say geometric or
that
that's
other a fun
thing,
subject. So. Yeah, fun subject. Because we can measure, right? We can measure.
Do you have a point? Okay. Do you know what's the difference between the observed distance, if we can see the actual geometric horizon, and the apparent horizon? Do you have any clue what's the difference?
Have you seen
angle?
it? Have you seen the geometric horizon? Because I've been looking for it. I haven't seen it.
It's over there.
The geometric horizon is the apparent horizon.
Did you take a picture of it? Because no one
Yes, whenever I go to the ocean, this is the geometric horizon.
Same thing.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay.
No, cool. It's people are just being honest. They say that the geometric horizon is not exactly on the apparent horizon. But do you know what's the difference in degrees? Less than half a degree. And that's negligible.
Sweet.
Yeah, half a degree. Okay. Thank you. Good luck with you.
All right.
Yeah,
thank you very much. All right. Okay. I'm gonna. This is a break. This is half. We're halfway in the road. Halfway in our trip today, in Wednesday Madness, and I'm gonna share this screen again. And as you guys can see, you can check on the links on the description box on the video. Check on the all the links. We got 153 watching. This is gonna be good. We got 70 thumbs up. I think we can get up to 100 thumbs up like right now. Please support by clicking the like or dislike. It's free. It's easy. It's convenient. This is gonna be good. We got 70 thumbs up. You don't miss anything. So please do so. Now we're gonna start fresh, and we're gonna hear Try Thinking and Erebus. Fresh topic, fresh start. This is the second act of the show. Leil, if you want to go ahead with Try Thinking, we're not going to talk more about radars. You want to start fresh? It's your turn.
Let's talk about how Raqia is a moron.
Carlos, I'm sorry, but you are out of here, bro. I mean, you earned that. You know it. That was unnecessary. You left before I put your ass. Try thinking and Leo talk about something new, or try thinking and Erebus. Either or.
So
I think Leo wanted to address me on one point about
Yeah.
the distance.
Okay, we can do that, and then you know, guys, who goes next. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, let's make it quick, Leo. Go ahead, Leo.
All right, I'm pulling something up. So this is this page tells you exactly a formula to see how far your radar can see. You put 1.22 nautical miles times the square root of the height of your antenna compared to the target's antenna, 1.22 times the square root of the height of their antenna, and their example is 7.3 nautical miles if the antenna is 9 feet off the water. So that's how far you should be able to see that's how far you guys should be able to communicate back and forth through radars. 7.3 nautical miles if you're both 9 feet off the water. That's all I wanted to bring up. There is a mathematical formula to determine how far you can receive and not receive your radar back and forth.
Doesn't say anything about output there, does it?
No, sorry, Leo, I have to disagree. That gives you your radar horizon. It depends on the size of the object that you're ranging. So if you're ranging a mountain, which you can do, you can get many, many more miles. So it's a bit like using the Earth curve calculator. You've got to have the height of the observer and the height of the object, and it gives you the hidden height. Basically the same with the radar calculation. So it's giving you the distance to the radar horizon there.
If there's a log in the water, I'm not picking it up on my radar from 3 miles away, right? But if there's a all rig 3 miles away, it's a huge blip on my screen. So, a lot different.
I understand that.
Yeah. But my radar system seems to have a limit, not based on Earth curve, because I'm seeing objects, that have that are usually broadside to me, that I'm getting a good ping off of from much further distance. Like when I can tell that boat is not coming at me, it's going across. The radar signature is much stronger than if it's coming towards me or going away. And also, if the wave heights are bigger, my radar signature doesn't work as well. So there's a lot of different factors that we deal with. And this is life and death, right? This is something I use at night mostly to protect, me and my family or whoever's on the boat, because it's
right, but that's
just moving objects
distance
out there.
of your light that the light travels, or radar, which is light speed, travels over time. So you're ranging something with light speed.
Awesome.
Anyways, Erebus and try thinking.
Nope, maybe that's not going to happen because I see there's no respect whatsoever. 153 people watching and we don't have 100 likes. Well, I guess we only have 5 minutes before we wrap up the show. I would like to stay 1 more hour, maybe 2 more hours like these previous days, but there's no support whatsoever. What's so hard to click that freaking like button or dislike? Give me at least 25 or 30 dislikes. I'll take that, but I mean, look at the ratio. We can have 100 likes. It's the only thing I'm asking for to carry on and have the show 1.5, maybe 2 more hours. But please, click the like. I just want to see 100 before I stop the stream. If we get in there, we got 90 now. So you see how easy it is. I don't have to tell you guys. Come on, click the like button. We want to hear Try Thinking, Erebus, and everything else. There's a lot of festivities left. It's up to you guys. Your choice to click that like button and get it to 100. Try Thinking on Erebus. Fresh start. Let's do it.
Yeah. What's up, Erebus? Have you got something?
Me next.
He'll be in a minute.
Right, well,
he's busy.
Do you want me to start, right?
Yeah. Start, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. Have a listen to this.
saying, personally, I believe the things that you teach your child, your autistic child, is psychological child abuse. Like that water is level.
Let me
No, you teach your child
that
that level is a horizontal plane, which is not true. And the implication of that is that you're teaching your child the earth is flat.
Try thinking, please.
Yes.
Try thinking.
Yeah.
Try thinking. I'm sorry, I muted you too late. I didn't want to hear that. I don't want to give those people with that type of negativity platform.
No. He says.
I don't want to know anything about what they say. I don't associate with them. I don't think how they think. I fucking hate that behavior of people thinking that way. So fuck Fight the Flat Earth with his bullshit.
Right,
We're not
well-
gonna talk about Fight the Flat Earth. We're gonna talk about the whatever topic. Adric,
Yes.
I'm talking. Why are you trying to talk over me, Adric? Why are you trying to cut me over? Well, I want to hear. Try thinking.
How's that? Now listen. So I've got to put this in.
Yeah, no, I had to remove Adric because he doesn't have any respect whatsoever. Come on, get your fucking shit straight, guys. Try thinking. Go ahead.
Right. It's after that he says that the reason why he thinks that is because
Don't say that. Who is him?
level his well he's your
nobody.
No, he's
nobody.
he's
not
your
my nothing.
he's your top
He's
guy,
not my
right?
nothing. No, he's nobody.
So you
Fight the
don't
Flat Earth is nobody to
you well that's the question I'm asking, right? He's speaking and he
But don't mention.
he-
Don't say he. Who is he? Who in the fuck is he?
Fight the Flat
Anybody
Earth.
that claiming here.
Fight
I
the
don't
Flat
give a
Earth.
fuck who he is. He's a nobody.
well
So don't bring it to this fucking platform.
he's one of you guys, right?
He's but he's a fucking ass.
He is one of you guys, right?
No, he's not. He's not. Nothing. He's
So
not.
you don't agree with what he says then?
Try thinking. Let's do something.
Yeah?
Do not mention him in here. It doesn't have anything to do in here with this platform. All right.
Okay then. People out there say
Yeah, do that.
that level isn't horizontal. And when they say that, they say by you saying that level is horizontal, that means flat earth. So the implications of level being horizontal for you guys are very, very strong, right? You have certain people that go to very strange reactions and very strange levels to tell you that level isn't horizontal. Do you agree with that, a part of it at least? I mean, you may not think as strongly as other people do, but do you feel...
5 seconds. Adric, thank you for the super chat. Jose, that one guy that you were mentioning, try thinking, was repeating someone say to him, what you say wasn't fair. No, what I say was totally fair because we're not going to talk about what somebody else say somewhere else and you're trying to bring this, everybody think the same. It's bullshit. We are here, we are live, and we are engaging in this discussion today. I don't give a fuck what anybody else say outside this show today.
Okay. So is that what you think? Do you agree with him that stronger feeling can come?
I don't agree with nobody. I'm a one-man gang, baby.
Well, do you think level is horizontal then?
Try thinking.
Yes.
Put an uneven walking stick hanging on a wall level.
I haven't got a clue what you're talking about, mate.
A walking stick. You know the bendy walking sticks that
Yeah.
you see people use. Can you place it on a wall level?
No, you can hang it on the wall if you want.
Can you hang it on a wall and make it level?
A bendy walking stick.
Yes.
Right, I haven't got a clue. Why would you want to do that? Have you got a display you want to make of your walking stick or something?
We're talking about horizontal and level. Can you place an uneven stick on a wall and place it level on that wall? Yes or no?
Did you just say uneven? Because if you did, you'd know that it can't be, because level means even.
Level.
Yeah.
It could still be level.
It's one of the synonyms of level, though, is even. So, no, it can't uneven. Don't be silly.
A bendy walking stick you can place on a wall, you can place it level.
Can you? I don't know. You do it. Take a picture and let's see what it looks like.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go away from the bendy walking stick.
Good idea.
A level shelf.
You buy a level shelf. No, come on. I mean, like, who are we talking to here?
You buy a shelf that is level from a store. Can you place it on the wall and make the shelf itself not level on the wall?
Is this really the best you've got here, Jose?
I got nothing, bro. I got a dude. Whoa. Yeah, I was asked a question.
I have a question.
Hey, that's, you know what happened to Adric when I was talking and he tried to interrupt me? I want to speak for at least 1 minute. Is this all I have, Jose? Well, you know what I have? I have a very successful platform. Thank you, YouTube. A room, a little corner in your house, so I can do what I can do best. And because I'm a one-man gang, therefore, what I'm doing is providing people a platform to speak and be heard. Do I have people? Well, my mom and my dad are in Puerto Rico. They're not part of this show. Let me see. My sister and my brother are in Puerto Rico. I got one sister here. I got hundreds, probably thousands of family members between cousins and people like that, right? Now, what's going on is that the people that decide to click on the link are not my people. They are people that are interested in the topic. That is what I have. I have a platform to provide to people like you, try thinking, a place to speak. So do not try to be a smart ass with me and ask me, is this the best you got, Jose? Well, because what I have is a fucking cigarette in my hand and a fucking energy drink in the other, a fucking laptop in a chair, and I'm sweating my balls off to provide you this platform to speak. Try thinking, go ahead.
Well, I mean, he's asking me about buying a level shelf from a shop. I mean...
At least he's not arguing semantics from a dictionary, attempting to prove geometry and understanding.
I don't need to prove geometry, do I?
Can you buy a shelf that is
Geometry proves itself, doesn't it?
Why won't you
well done, kid. Well done.
Why won't you answer the question? Try thinking. Can you buy a shelf that is level from a shop? Yes or no?
A shelf that is level.
Yeah.
Well, you do realise that level is a position, right?
Can you buy a shelf that is completely even, that if you placed a level across it, it would show that it was level?
I guess if you could put a level on it and make the level show level, then yeah, you could do anything like that, couldn't you?
And can I place that even leveled shelf level to the wall?
You're breaking up, but I mean, like, you can do whatever you want with any shelves that you've got. Have you got a shelving job you want doing?
Not level. Can you place a horizontal shelf on the wall, not level?
Oh, dude. Like,
hey, shout out to the Elmins for the 2 euros. Babe is totally in another level, that's for sure. Boom.
Why won't you answer the question? Can you place a flat shelf, a horizontal shelf, not level on a wall? Yes or no?
Dude, a horizontal shelf? You mean in a horizontal position?
But it's still horizontal. It's not created diagonal.
I haven't got a clue what you're talking about, and I'm not so sure you have either.
I actually do, because I'm trying to separate the difference between horizontal and level. They're not the same.
Yeah, there is. They're exactly the same thing. Yeah.
We got Erebus. You're doing a live, real-time demonstration. What you got over here, man? If you can speak now. I like those demonstrations.
Is this level?
That ball thing there.
Is it level?
No. No, it's got a curved surface, isn't it?
Is it level?
No! Holy shit, dude. Do you think it is?
Huh?
Do you think it is?
It's level?
Do you think it is? 'Cause- 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 'C
I think there's a lot of disconnect here. I think the stream is lagging.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
No, it's perfect. Yeah, to me, I think for everybody's perfect.
Hold on, let me get out. And let me get back in.
I think the problem is we're on a 6th grade level geometry when we're all adults.
I have something to share after Airbus, if possible, Jose.
Yeah, I was confused over here. All right, stop screen sharing.
I can hear y'all a little better now. I think it was just me. Okay, so Bev, I asked you if that was level. What was your answer?
No.
No, why not?
Because it was like a globe thing, wasn't it? A ball. I don't even know what it was. What was the purpose that you were thinking it was level for? What was the purpose behind it?
Well, no, I'm not making any claims. I'm just asking you, was it level?
Oh, no. Do you think it was?
Nice deflection. Now, when you say it's not level, can you explain why it's not level?
Because it wasn't level.
Yes, why?
Because it wasn't. Like, do you think it was level?
That's just a deflection.
No, it's not. This is a little
level.
bit silly there, really, right?
No,
what is it you're trying to get to? The fact that you think level is curved and not horizontal.
I never said anything. I'm asking.
No, okay.
You said it's not level. I'm asking you to explain how do you know it's not level?
Because it wasn't in the horizontal position. Because it's a ball that had loads of curved surfaces all over it, right? So therefore it can't have been put in the horizontal position.
How does that make any sense?
Well, I don't know. How much do you know about surveying and using levels? What do you understand about it?
I'm just asking about a glass, it's actually plastic, object on my...
You were asking whether it was level or not, but if you don't understand what level is and you've never used a level, then it's understandable that you don't know what...
That's an adjective and a noun. Please stick to one or the other.
But you need one to do the other, right?
Do you?
Yeah.
Now, anyway, so you said it's not level. Why?
Yeah, because it was obviously not level. Yeah, obviously
compared
so.
To what? You have to have a comparison.
Compared to things that are level, that was not level. It was quite simple.
What? You said it's not level, but you're not saying how.
Because it just wasn't level. Like, level is a horizontal position.
I get what you're saying. You keep saying these words, but I'm just asking how it is you know it was not level.
Because I looked at it, you asked me, and I said, it's not level.
Because?
Like, what sort of research? Because level is a straight line on a horizontal plane. That was not that.
The dictionary disagrees with you, but...
Oh, you go into the dictionary, are you?
Well, I have it. So are you. So I don't. You're arguing over semantics, but I'm not actually arguing.
No,
over
you
semantics.
just argued semantics when you said that, then, didn't you?
You try to use an equivocation fallacy, and I don't really appreciate it. Now,
just a reversal.
That's not. I'm asking you how it is that you know that not quite spherical object was not level.
Because it can't be, because it's a spherical object. And for things to be level, horizontal, they have to be on a horizontal plane. That's what level means, right? I mean, you're doing a nice diversion going, look at this ball, just keep looking at the ball. It's curved. Is it level? No, it's not level. It can't be level because it's not straight and horizontal, right?
Wait, let me turn my
it's quite
camera
simple.
on again. Let me turn my camera on again, and then I want you to tell me whether or not it's level.
Look at the balls again.
Okay, hold on. Let me make sure it's right. Okay, good.
What are you talking about now? Okay. Are we talking about the same thing, or are we talking about something different now?
Yep, same thing. Let me make sure I've got it right. Okay. Is it now level?
No, it's a ball. What are you talking about?
Well, is it now level?
No, it's a ball. What are you talking about?
He's afraid to answer the real answer, which
Hold on.
yes.
No, that is the real answer. You're a muppet. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you know what you're talking about?
Now I'm asking again, since I couldn't hear it. My thing breaks up every time I turn my camera on. So I asked, is it now level? Can you tell me whether or not it was?
If somebody else want to answer him, because I mean this is getting pretty old, right?
I'll say no.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, I don't even.
Hey, holy shit! 180 people watching. Bada bing, bada boom. Success. Thank you. Who wanted
Can I
to
ask you a question?
Yes, go ahead.
About this picture frame? This picture? Would you say that this picture is level to the ceiling?
Do you mean level to the ceiling? Do you understand what you're talking about?
The ceiling is there. Is this picture frame level or is it crooked?
Put a level on it, dude.
I don't have one with me. What would you say?
I don't know. Then you'll never know unless you put a level on it.
We're talking if you stand back and say, "Yeah, that picture frame looks level." You'd say, "Yeah, that looks level."
Use a water level.
Yeah.
Because water always seeks its level.
Now you do that.
It'll be a good leveling tool.
Look here. Is this level from the wall vertically?
No, there's no such thing as level vertically.
That is level from the wall in a vertical.
No. You haven't really looked at what level is, have you? That's vertical. That'd be plumb.
Level from the wall.
That'd be plumb.
Be plumb, sir.
Be plumb with an equal distance if that's what you want to measure it as. No. Who's that? Who's just said that? Who was that?
Angel of attack.
Angel. Right, okay. Thank you. Another one to add to the list. Do you have Angel of Attack? Do you have any practical experience?
Yeah, are all walls in your house with a plane tri-thinking, or just certain walls?
What is this? I don't get it.
Are all
Maybe I'm
walls in
confused.
your house a plane or not?
I don't know. A plane? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what? Leo, I think everybody here is missing a big opportunity. We have Raqia and Try Thinking in the house that have an opposite view about the rotating oblate spheroid, whatever, the Earth, the globe Earth. Instead of talking about the globe and understanding better the globe, that people believe the globe, right? And people understand it, and they've been brainwashed. Why don't we learn about flat Earth instead of talking about level, horizontal, perpendicular?
No, level and horizontal is it, right? That was the point.
Yeah,
Fight the Flat Earth says that means flat Earth, right?
I was almost done. I don't know who started the Flat Earth. He's a pussy. So we should take advantage and ask Try Thinking and Raqia questions about flat Earth. I agree with that. I support that. Let's ask him a question about flat Earth.
Okay, really quick. I want to ask one question related to their level. The bubble level. Raqia, what shape is the water in the bubble level?
It's not water usually, but what does that have to do with anything?
What shape is the liquid in the bubble level?
You mean the liquid that is compressed into that glass?
Yeah, what shape is it?
It's usually oblique, or I don't know.
It's
whatever.
a sphere, right?
It's the same shape as the container, right?
But it's not horizontal.
But Leo, I want to learn about flat Earth. I don't want to learn about
and your point
level
is
and water.
that's how
horizontal.
All water
that's how they manufacture it.
finds its level.
Yeah, but when undisturbed, you're disturbing it with
Anybody want to
pressure.
ask questions about flat Earth?
I do. I'd love a question.
Flat Earth,
Please go ahead.
water finding its level in a container without being forced or having other forces against it is flat Earth. Welcome to flat Earth. You take that water out of that bubble, Leo, and put it in a container that's not under pressure, it will seek and
What
find
type of
its
pressure
level.
is it under?
You tell me. I didn't manufacture it.
What about waves? Waves on the flat Earth. How do those work? Those are curved.
Waves are under different forces, Lil. Wind,
What force?
current,
What force is the wave under that makes it curved?
Wind.
Yeah, I want to move on. I want to go reset button. The third act of the show begins now. Now, Flat Earth presents. Try thinking and Raqia are going to answer all the questions about Flat Earth. You want to make a point, Howard, before Stingray? Go ahead.
No, thank you. I'm
Yeah.
glad we're getting off that.
Thank you. Third act, Flat Earth presents. Stingray, go ahead.
Yeah, I've got so many questions about the flat Earth because I've been trying to understand it and trying to conceptualize it for such a long time now. And I've got a few problems that I'd like help with. So one of the very first problems that I've got is I can't get distances to match perceived distances on the map. They just don't add up. So if we have flights like further away from the North Pole and past the equator, when they kind of go around the ring, they somehow, the distance somehow compresses. And I don't get how that works. Can anybody explain that to me? Because flights from, let's say, Australia to South Africa, it just doesn't work. There's crazy things that happen. How should I lay out this map so that distances are correct?
Do you have the same problem on the OS maps?
Only when they're not plotted onto a sphere.
Oh, so they're like the maps that we have in the UK.
Yeah, when you wrap them to a sphere, they work fine. But I'm not interested in the
Wrap
sphere.
them onto
Flat
a
Earth.
sphere? No, they're just maps, right? You open them out.
Yeah, flat. They don't work distance-wise. You can
But
have
they don't.
distance or-
They
you can have-
don't work.
Listen. You can have distance or direction. You cannot have both when it's flat, and that's my problem. How do I solve this,
Well,
please?
they have a scale on them, right? That scale's the same all the way across the map in all of the different parts of the map, surely.
For very small local areas, absolutely. Get to bigger areas, absolutely doesn't work.
Well,
It starts
the
drifting
scale.
out.
There's nowhere on it that it says, the scale doesn't work in this area because the scale has to change.
So how do I match the distance? Are you saying there's a way to do it then? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that
Before you answer, try thinking. Let's try to answer with an answer, not with a question.
the Ordnance Survey maps in the UK are to scale and accurate. Are you
That's
saying?
brilliant. That's
saying
fantastic.
they're not accurate?
I'm saying, how do I match the flight paths from Australia to South Africa so that they at least are plausible and not 2.7 times out?
I don't know.
Is there any way to do this?
Have you got a 2-scale map that you're going to?
That was a question. He asked you for something. Well, you
could
asked
just
me a
say-
question.
Yeah, I'm asking. Well, no, I'm asking.
No, you're not you should be answering.
the map
Yeah, you
that
should be
he's
answering. You should
using.
be
Can
answering.
you show
You
us?
should be answering. Try thinking.
Well,
you should be answering.
I need.
You were asked a question.
I need to
Try thinking.
confirm that the map
Try
has a
thinking.
scale.
Try thinking.
Yep.
You were asked a question. You should be answering, not asking.
Well, yeah, he's asking. He's telling me about a fictional map. I don't know what this map is. I'm just confirming where he's got this map from, and to what scale it is, and why it seems so far out.
Oh, that's awesome. It's the AE map, but I can arrange this
What-
any
what
way you
scale
want,
is that?
And we get scale is relative.
No, it's like the scale of the map I've got.
It's like
yeah,
what?
it's like
What
a
is it?
scale.
What is it? Wait a
It's
minute,
like
scale
it's like
is what?
1 to something, right? And then you
Oh,
measure
right,
distances.
It's 1 to 1 or 1 to a billion. Pick one, and I can relatively scale it to that. Go for it. Pick one, and we'll use that.
But that's the scale that you think our map goes to, or the map that you're
No,
using.
I'm saying, at the moment, think of me as God, and I can scale this to whatever you want. I'll put it on screen for you. It'll be easier.
Yeah.
Let me read this super
You show
chat
us.
before
Tell
we
us
get
what
there.
scale you're at.
Let me read this one comment. John Rapp, thank you for the 5 Australians. Try thinking. You are simply wrong in your Dutch belief that level is only a flat plane. 10 foot above sea level is spherical on a globe Earth. Simple.
Level is horizontal, right? That's my claim.
Yeah. So.
I'll second that.
Yeah. So.
These are just words.
I just got real problems with this.
I got
level and horizontal.
Sean Hawkins saying in the chat that he's pretty sure that Rowbottom's AE map it has a sliding scale that it can work. Maybe.
A sliding scale.
Well, you don't understand scale, I'm afraid.
Well,
If I-
some of the flat Earth proponents, many of them, 99%, they propose they're AE guys, AE map guys. Boom.
I'm gonna
People
brighten
like
this up.
Nathan Oakley, for example, they're AE guys. You know, people like that.
Well, I'm not. I don't have a map. I only live in the UK,
Oh,
so
okay,
I've never really been anywhere. So, what do you want me to
so
do?
You got no idea then.
No.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I know that
Okay,
the maps
next.
that they have in the UK are good. They're all
Oh
working,
God,
right?
yeah, the map for my house is awesome as well. So when I have this huge disc here and it's flat, that is the only two things that I need to then think. Well, hang about the sun. I don't care what it is. It gives off light. I see light everywhere. Now, what I need to do is I need to figure out why this light acts differently to every other physical light. Have you ever wondered that?
Is that your map?
Yeah.
You've done that.
AE map.
Nice.
AE map. Yeah,
That's nice though. I like
Yeah,
that. You made it, did you? It looks like you spent a lot of time doing that.
Not really.
Are you
I
proud?
didn't make the map. The map is the AE map. So, yes.
So you've
the issue-
not verified anything on it then? No.
No, just this is
Yeah.
the standard. This
Alright.
is the standard.
Yeah. You just got like a
conceptual thing
picture
that
from
people-
somewhere.
I'll tell you what. Let me know when you finish.
Yeah. You've just got a picture from somewhere and you've sort of copied it and put it in. Is that in space? Is that like a flying frisbee thing in space?
I know it sounds ridiculous, doesn't it?
yeah. Does it? That's absolutely stupid, right?
I know. I am with you on this one, kid. Kid.
I think he's revealing a little bit more than he wants to.
You know, it's the space bit that's really funny, right?
No, that's your flat Earth, isn't it? Isn't that your flat Earth? It should look like right?
Anyway, let's deal with some of the problems because really, I need some help on this. I really do. So one of the issues that I have here is this thing that is in the sky. I don't care what the sky is. We can make it pink if you want, but this thing is giving off light, and I can tell that because it casts shadows on the ground, which is awesome. That light is just like torchlight, but just different multiple wavelengths that we can actually measure. And the weird thing is, it follows the same energy law. Do you know what that is?
Have you measured that as well then?
Yeah, we have. Do you know what that is? The inverse square law. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
I know. Cool, isn't it? Can you tell me what it is, Bev? Just to
No,
make
no.
sure that we're
You tell us.
Just to make sure we're on the level. Can you tell us what it is?
I haven't got a clue. You
No
tell
pun
us.
intended. We're in the level. No pun intended.
Did you all? Did you really? Okay, so Bev, the inverse square law. Okay, I'll answer it like you, if I can, with a question. If I have a candle, and I am 1 meter away, and I measure that candle at 1 lumens, if I am now 2 meters away, what will the energy be, without question, of that candle received 2 meters away?
I don't know. What's your formula?
I'm saying, do you know the inverse square law?
No, I'm asking you. You can
Oh,
fully
you're actually
explain
saying
it.
no.
I don't know what
Okay,
light is.
So, yeah,
So
no, that's cool. You don't need to know what light is. You just need to know that it gives off energy, and you can read that energy on either a light meter or a basic mobile phone, a camera, or with a little solar panel. It's up to you. But so the inverse square law says that energy is going to be a quarter now. That's what it's going to be. Double the distance, and we've just got a quarter of the energy, not half, quarter. So here we go. This is the interesting thing. We've got the sun here. And if we're in Africa underneath, or even in the UK, so at midday, the light hitting Africa, and you can see us up here in the UK, we do, that's like twice the distance to Africa, right? That is weird, right?
I don't know.
Can you explain to me?
You've measured that.
How? We can measure the angle to the sun, yes.
Okay, but you said it was twice the distance.
Yeah, I mean, I'm measuring it now. You build a model based on survey data so that you can make predictions and derive understanding. Do you not?
So that map has come from survey data then, right?
That map has come from flat earthers saying that you adopt the AE map.
Oh, so not from survey data then.
So not survey.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Let's kill all of this. Let's just say that South Africa or Central Africa is south of England, and it's below the equator. Would that be a fair thing
Quite
to say?
a straw man you got there.
That's a question. I cannot define a straw man with a question, Raqia. I'm really sorry. That's not how you define a straw man. A straw man would be saying, no, I'm not going to do that. So, South Africa, or Central Africa, is south of England. The sun, which is local, sits above. And there is a considerable distance between the United Kingdom and Central Africa. So that's fair to say that the sun is going to be closer to Central Africa, because when we're in Africa, we can look up, see the angle of the sun. When we're in the UK, we don't get that much sun, but it's at a different angle. Now, if that's a certain elevation up, this is first year trigonometry that we find in school. So we can we can gauge the opposite and plug in any number of numbers here to gauge the hypotenuse based off the angles, and this is a basic right angled triangle. So the problem that the problem that I've got with this model is that when I use the known physics of light as understood by science, England, as devoid of sunlight as it normally is, we'd have about 1/6 of the sunlight that we have now at the brightest point in the day. And I'd like an explanation for this.
You want an explanation of why your model that you've created doesn't work?
No, I want an explanation.
You want us to
No, I want an explanation for why someone in South Africa or Central
on your model.
Africa,
on your model.
Yeah.
Where you've placed the sun.
Oh, I'm sorry. So the sun's not at the equator. Great. No, tell me where the sun is. I'll put it there.
It's wherever you want to put it. It's your model, mate.
Yeah.
You do what you want.
Your model.
Oh, you're not interested in understanding at all, then? Is that right?
Well, it's your model. You demonstrate it for us.
It's my model. I know it's my model. I'm saying, have I got something wrong in my understanding of your reality?
It's not mine. That's not my reality. It's your model,
Awesome.
mate.
Brilliant. Can you describe your reality so I can get it correct, please?
It's like, just have a look around, dude.
That would be your reality. Not
Jesus
mine.
Christ! Did you just say have a look around?
Yeah. Where else is your reality, mate?
And my office does what for this problem? Yeah, I'm looking at Philips uplighting and air conditioner.
Yeah, that's reality, though, right?
An archway. Yeah, it is. It doesn't help you with this problem.
Level is horizontal.
I'm looking around, Bev. There's a 3D printer over there. Is that going to help me on this?
Level is horizontal. It's all around you, dude.
He's saying it. He's saying it. Level is horizontal.
We need to wrap up this point, Stingray. I'm sorry, man.
No, sorry.
Yeah, let me. I got a quick presentation to do in behalf of Erebus. I got 3 images to present. So let me share my full screen and Erebus, you go when I'm presenting. All right, I got 3 images. I'm gonna full my screen. Yes. Actually, I got a quick super chat. I got a holler, and you see me right here. Esteban Ilavaca, thank you for the 5,000 Chilean pesos. It's like $10 Americans. On a sphere, each point of its surface is level with another. Level equals flat equals horizon, only works on a flat plane. The word level must apply to any situation, not only flat. You are wrong. You want to address that, and then we'll share the pictures. Actually, we'll look at this picture if you want to address it. Let me put this right here. We got it right here. What is this? It is a bubble level.
Yeah, it's a level. It's a level. Yeah. It looks like a level to me.
All right, Erebus.
It's a level.
Yeah.
Okay. Is the level?
It looks like it. The bubble's in the right, correct position, right?
But it's horizontal.
Of course it is.
So you wait. You agree that this is level?
Well, I don't know.
Well, you just said you don't.
Well,
I'm curious.
It looks like it's level. Does it not look like it's level to you?
I would hope so.
Right. Well, yeah. If it's a good level and it's working, then that looks like it could be in the level position. But I mean, what are you trying to show?
Ooh, I got it really close, didn't I? Oh, not bad.
Well, yeah, brilliant. So you know what a level is then? Or at least the spirit level, builder's level. Well, I don't know. That looks like a bit of a home level, really.
It's just a regular level you can buy from the hardware.
We go to the next slide.
Yeah. Wait. Before. Okay, so you agree that this is in fact level.
It looks level, yes.
That would be the surface that it's sitting on is level, correct?
I haven't got a clue. Like both of the ends of it possibly could be level.
It's not just dangling in the air, so
I don't know. It could be just dangling in the air. I can't see both ends of it. It could be dangling a piece of string on each end. I don't know.
Yeah, but if he's dangling with two pieces of string, it's still level, right?
Yeah. It looks like it's level. That's what I'm saying.
It
Yeah.
It might not be above the surface, but if he was on a surface, that implies that the surface should be level. If it's this.
Yeah, if that's a proper bubble in there, yes, it looks like it's level.
I don't know what a proper bubble shouldn't look like, but okay.
Well, I don't know. It could be a joke one, couldn't it? I don't know. Have you never been on site and worked with people? There's all sorts of tricks get played on building sites, mate.
I got one.
All right, we'll move on. Next slide.
Okay, yeah. So you agree that it's still level, correct?
The level is, yeah. It looks like it's level, yeah.
So the surface it's sitting on is level.
No, the level is level.
How is that possible, then?
Because that's what the tool does. It establishes a horizontal plane of reference. The tool.
Yes.
See the air underneath the tool?
You have to
That's
sit.
level?
You have to sit it on a surface, yes?
Yeah, to make the level. I mean, that's it sideways on. It looks like... Is that sideways on, Dave? Is the dude let it down on its side? It looks like it to me, right? It's got that. It's got the groove in it. It's on its side, dude.
The groove's on
Level
top.
is definitely level.
So I don't know.
Make
So you're
it
saying
touch
that
every point of that surface. Make it touch every point of that surface and tell me that surface is level, sir. Show us what the bubble does when you put that level on every point of that surface. Go ahead.
You mean when I do what?
When you move the level to make it touch the other parts of the surface, watch
Okay.
that bubble go, sir. Watch it move.
Oh, he's talking slowly.
Yeah.
Just make sure that you maintain the direction of gravity as prescribed by our model.
There you go.
Erebus. So just keep rotate the ball and put the level back down on it. I'm sure it'll be level again.
Exactly.
As long as you do the top. It's amazing.
Dude, you guys are obsessed with balls, right?
Well, no, you said that the level was level, and the level was sitting on an object.
That ball is not level. Look at all those curved lines on it.
Too many people talking. One at a time.
So you're saying that the ball is not level to the surface it's sitting on.
Do you see those curved lines?
And that's not level with the level.
Dude, I hope people who practically use this stuff are actually watching this now, because, like, you've got a level on its side on top of a ball. And what are you expecting us to say?
Oh, no, wait. Do you think that changes it?
Does it, yeah. Is there any joiners or any builders or brickies or patio guys or concrete guys or built right? What do you think of that? Do you think that makes that bowl level because he's put that on top of it?
The surface of this ball is level. Yes.
Nice
shout
one,
out to Matt
Jose.
Storp. I want to shout out Matt Storp. He hit me up with a DKK super chat. How does low or high tide work on a flat Earth? We might touch on it shortly, but we're here. Yeah, I build stuff and I throw a level. I say, let me see if it's level, and I throw it in any surface as long as the level gives to me
no problem.
Perpendicular to the floor or whatever. Yeah, it's level. Yeah.
No problem, Jose. Build me a wall. I'm gonna pay you $1,000 to build me a wall out of that bubble, and I want it to be a level.
Yeah,
I want it to be a level wall.
Yeah, I'm not Adam.
Saying that the level.
Dr. Trump and Mexicans, I don't do walls. I'm Puerto Rican. Bro.
I want a floor then.
Wait, Raqia, you're saying that the level itself is inaccurate?
Shout out to John Rapp. He hit me up with another $2 Australian. Hint, babe, this is what your experiment will show.
What, the level is level, and the surface underneath makes no difference to the level of the level.
Level.
Yeah.
It's relative to where you're
Wait,
standing.
is that what you're? Are you claiming that now? That it doesn't matter the surface?
I don't know. Did he cut out then?
He was loud and clear.
I don't know. What did he say? It cut
I just
out this
repeated
end.
what you said.
I don't. What did you? Said
You said that
the
the level-
surface of the water doesn't matter what the
Irregardless.
shape of the bit
No.
underneath is, does it?
All right, let's
Are you
hear
saying
what.
that-
Erebus, go ahead. Let me try to hear you.
Well, yeah, you're saying you're now claiming that the surface itself, the Earth you're standing on, has no bearing on the level. Is that correct?
Well, the actual surface, the topography or the hypsometry, right, above sea level, right, that does all sorts of things. It goes up and down. That's what the surveyors measure.
Are you backtracking?
No, I'm answering your question.
Yeah, you said a statement. I asked you if that was what the statement that you made.
I said the surface of the water, right, makes no difference of what shape it is underneath. Just to clarify what I was saying, right, you understand
Say
that,
anything about
right?
water. I didn't mention water.
What did you mention then?
That you said
Yep.
that the Earth underneath the level
Yep.
has nothing to do with the level being level.
Yeah, that's dead right. The level is a tool for establishing a horizontal plane. It matters not what is underneath it.
No,
The
I'm
level
sorry, but you
will
can
still establish a horizontal, right?
So you're saying that that
So what
sphere
he's-
was horizontal?
That's what a level is, right? The level is a tool for establishing a horizontal plane of
Hold on.
reference.
So you're saying that the top of that sphere is horizontal.
No, I'm saying the level that is on top
just
of
said
that
that it-
sphere is horizontal.
You just said it establishes a horizontal plane.
Yeah, the tool. It doesn't
Okay,
make
the tool
what's
on top.
underneath it magically horizontal. That's ridiculous, isn't it?
Obviously, that ball is not.
Is not
The
horizontal?
tool is level.
Wait, how is the ball not horizontal? I'm curious.
Because it's a ball.
It's also three-dimensional.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course it is.
Last time I checked, that
Do
required
you think the surface of the ball is three-dimensional as well?
that's three axes.
Yeah, you
Is that
think the
correct?
surface of that ball, is it
No,
three
no, 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 no.
dimensions?
Hold on. Is it not?
He's not going to answer.
Is the ball itself not three-dimensional?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, it looks it, doesn't it? As far as I can see, yeah, it is. It looks like three-dimensional to me.
Okay, what are
Would
what
the
are
surface of the
components?
ball be three-dimensional as well?
I'm sorry. What are the? It's a three-dimensional object, is it not?
Yeah, come on. I think we
So
can
what-
move
what are
past
the-
that. Length, breadth, and
What are the
thickness.
components required? What are the components required for a three-dimensional object?
Length, breadth, thickness.
Okay.
He already answered.
Yes.
So it has length, width, and thickness, correct?
Well, I think that's what I just said, but I mean, do you need me to repeat it again?
Okay. Which one of those establishes horizontal?
Sorry?
Which one of those establishes horizontal?
It'd be on an axis, wouldn't it? It'd be the horizontal. It would be one of your frames of reference for establishing measurements from.
I'm sorry. Which one of those establishes horizontal?
I don't know. Are you using three-dimensional coordinates system? Do you want to
Off of what
like
you just said,
Cartesian?
that it has
It would
length,
be
width, and
it would be
breadth.
the x and y, wouldn't it? On a three-dimensional Cartesian coordinate system.
Sure, why not?
So it'd probably be length and breadth, right? A plane.
Would it?
Yeah. Well, that's what would like a plane surface would be classed as length times breadth, right? 2D.
Okay. So if it's 2D, all right, once again, Well, then there's your question. The surface of the sphere, is it? What dimensions does it have?
It's 3D. It's three-dimensional. You just said that earlier, right?
Oh no, I asked if it was 3D.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you don't think the surface of that sphere is two-dimensional, do you?
Don't think he's going to answer that, Bev. From what I've heard, he's not going to answer.
No, I know. Yeah, because
do you think? No. Do you think it's?
He asked you a direct question, Erebus.
I got that part.
And you
it's
didn't
one
answer.
continuous
We
surface.
got that part. You didn't answer again.
It's one continuous surface. So
is that three-dimensional?
That would be two-dimensional.
Oh, really?
Whoa, there we go.
Well, it seems to curve away from that level, though. Then the level would be a two-dimensional surface, right? A horizontal plane would be 2 dimensions, and that seems to curve away from it. So it seems to be missing one of the dimensions, or have an extra one to make it curve away.
Maybe you'd like to change.
Why would that have any factor? No. How would that have any factor when you're just talking about the surfaces?
Because you're talking about a horizontal plane, which is 2-dimensional, and the surface of a ball, which is 3-dimensional. It's got an extra dimension.
Wait, you're saying that when the Earth itself is only 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional?
I'm saying a horizontal plane is 2-dimensional.
Which
right?
one is it, man? Is the Earth 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional?
A horizontal plane is 2-dimensional, right?
Is the Earth?
Do you think?
Or 3-dimensional?
Yeah. Do you think the surface of a sphere is 2 dimensions or 3? Erebus. I think the surface of a sphere is 3 dimensions, right? As you've just demonstrated by putting a level on top of it.
Thank you for that.
So wait, you're saying it's 3-dimensional. The surface is 3-dimensional.
The sphere is 3-dimensional, right?
I'm sorry, we were talking about the surface. You asked me if the surface of the sphere was 3-dimensional.
Yeah, the surface bounds the solid, right?
I'm sorry, after going into trying to sit there and talk about how it's 2-dimensional. That was your point.
No, I said a horizontal plane is 2-dimensional. Because
And
that's the mathematical description of a plane, right? 2 dimensions.
Is the Earth 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional?
Well, it's obviously 3-dimensional, right? There's topography.
Okay. No, stop.
Yes,
You just said
topography,
it was 3-dimensional.
hypsometry, right?
Yes, that's topography going up. What about and a little bit going down? But the whole Earth, the entirety.
Bathymetry, right? Is down below the surface of the water. Bathymetry.
I didn't say anything about the surface of the water, but that's fine.
Well, that's what they do. The hypsometry is above the surface of the water, and bathymetry is below the surface of the water. It's the geometry of the land above and below.
But I'm just curious. The whole of the Earth, not just the surface of it. The whole of the Earth, is it 3-dimensional?
Well, the land it goes ups and downs. There's mountains and valleys,
you're
right?
ignoring my question.
Definitely 3-dimensional.
Yes, he is.
And even in the water, you can go up and down. So yeah, that's 3-dimension as well.
Again, you're trying to. I asked, is the whole of the Earth 3-dimensional?
The whole, it is 3-dimensional, right? You live in a 3-dimensional world. We all live in a 3-dimensional world.
So you agree that the Earth is not 2-dimensional?
Yeah. The surface of a sphere and life all around us is definitely 3 dimensions. All of that stuff.
Can you tell me what that
3 dimensions?
I'm sorry. From the surface of the sphere, what is that 3rd dimension?
Sorry? The sphere has length, breadth, and thickness. It's a 3-dimensional object.
The surface.
It bounds the solid, right? Yeah. The surface is the outer extremities of the solid of a sphere, right?
So where is that 3rd dimension?
It's like when you look at it, right? Can you not tell when you look at a sphere, right? It's 3 dimensions, right? You're not looking at a 2-dimensional surface, are you? You're looking at a 3-dimensional object.
Maybe put your ball back up, Erebus.
How is it not a 2-dimensional surface?
How is it not? Because you just look at it. I mean, like loads of everybody. Just look at the surface of a ball. Everybody now. Is it 2 dimensions or is it 3? I'd say 3 dimensions.
Why would it be 3? What is that third dimension? You keep saying it's
like a depth, isn't it?
You said it was 3 dimensions.
I said the sphere is 3-dimensional. We're talking about the surface of the sphere.
So what do you think the surface of a sphere is? 3 or 2 dimensions?
2 dimensions.
Oh, sweet. Do you think you live on a sphere?
Hold on. You still haven't established that third dimension.
Because
I'm waiting on the third dimension.
If you think you live on a sphere and the surface of a sphere is 2-dimensional, would that make you a 2-dimensional earther?
I'm sorry. I'm
Erebus.
asking you about that glass sphere.
You're not
If
doing
you
very
draw
well, sir.
if you draw something on the surface, that will be 2 dimensions. But if you're standing on the surface, that'd be 3 dimensions.
Oh.
Am I right?
Wow, B-ball. Nice one.
No.
Horizontal. B-ball's got a horizontal level. We established that the other day.
We tried to get people on edibles. Just give the other guys a chance. I mean, I appreciate it.
Go ahead.
We're gonna keep spinning around. So, people, do you want to get in there? Go ahead, man.
Tag him out.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to say that.
Yeah.
He damn it.
Yeah, what did you want to say?
I'm just here to listen to Dad say level and horizontal. And count how many times.
I was here. The third act was supposed to be Flat Earth Presents, and we asking questions to
This
Flat
is
Earth.
Flat Earth.
Yeah, yeah.
Erebus was almost proven it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't Erebus just sort of say that you guys think you live on a I mean, do you agree with him? Like, do you think you live on a 2-dimensional surface of a sphere?
No, I was gonna ask the question.
It's weird, isn't it?
These big boats that we see disappearing from the bottom up on the distance
surface
on a
of a
very clear
sphere.
day. That's what I was gonna ask.
The surface of a sphere is made of multiple lines of one-dimensional circular lines.
1 dimension. You lost another D.
It can be 3 or more. It can be 3 or more dimensions. It's really not 2-dimensional.
Oh.
It's not
The surface of a
2D.
two-dimensional solid
Oh,
object
shit.
is by definition 2-dimensional. However, it is not.
The surface, right?
If you're looking at a piece of paper is what?
You're asking us.
I'm asking you. Piece of paper. If you're drawing someone on a piece of paper, is that what?
I
2-dimensional?
want to
or
Erebus
3-dimensional?
back.
Yeah. Do it. Let's just do a mathematical plane, right? The plane
Why are you
in.
afraid of answering a simple question? What's the paper? Say whatever it is.
Well, I don't know. Like, is it rolled up?
You're afraid.
A
You
piece of
think it's a
paper on
catch
a
question.
flat
Is it
table.
shaped like a ball?
A piece of paper, is it 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional?
I don't know. Is it? Have you scrunched it up? What have you done with it? Let's have a look. Show us a picture.
Why asking questions as an answer all the time? Try thinking. Why?
Because
I'll be right back. I gotta go water some.
it's very, very vague, isn't it? A piece of paper.
A piece of paper, when you're drawing a freaking smiley face on a piece of paper, is that 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional?
Is it on a
That's a
plane?
pretty simple question.
Yeah.
No,
Wow.
you can't ask me.
If it's on a plane, yeah, it's 2 dimensions, right? Length times breadth.
Answer that question.
They're the
Kind
2
of answer the
dimensions.
question. Thank you, Lord.
I'm sorry, say again?
Length times breadth are the 2 dimensions you're talking about, right?
No. If
No.
I'm drawing a smiley face on a piece of paper,
Yeah.
if I'm drawing a smiley face on a piece of paper, is that 2-dimensional or is it 3-dimensional?
Yeah, if you're talking about length times breadth, like a piece of paper on a plane, then that is 2 dimensions. If there is any deviance
Now,
from
if I'm
that plane, then it is not. It will be 3 dimensions.
Okay. So a piece of paper would be 2 dimensions, right? And if now if I'm standing on that piece of paper, that'd be 3 dimensions, right?
You're standing on the paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be 3 dimensions, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Now, I got something else to show you real quick. I just got a quick question. I gotta get out of here.
Moderator.
Standing on pieces of paper.
No, that's not it. Yeah. Where are you? Oh, never mind.
I think he just dropped.
Hold on 1 second. Okay. Try and share again. Are you still there? Hey, Bev, real quick.
Yeah.
Bev.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
This car right here.
You're breaking up now, people.
Yeah.
This nice.
We see the screen, but you're breaking up, your voice.
When they try and share something, I think it kills their.
Yeah.
Can you see the car?
I can see a car. Nice. I don't know if you can hear or not, but yeah, I can see it.
No sound, people. No sound, people. Stop screen sharing. We saw the car. Now stop screen sharing to see if we can hear you again, people.
Can you hear me?
That's the trick, yes.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I think the satellites aren't linking up, buddy.
Yeah. Move it. We'll just wait for repositioning.
Cringe.
Yeah, and we gotta get up there and blow the balloon around. It's on a balloon. The balloons are not in the right place.
That might be what it is. It might be windy.
Yeah.
One or the other, right? Definitely a bad signal.
Yeah, could be some bad space weather out there. You never know.
Space dust.
Oh, is he presenting again?
Anybody see my screen?
Yeah, we could see the screen, but I don't know if we can hear you again.
See the car?
No,
Surface
now
of
we do.
a sphere.
Can you hear me?
Not
people,
really.
No,
I don't know what was going on.
It's not going to work out. When you share your screen, we see your screen share, but we do not hear you. So you either speak or you either share screen. We're not going to hear you while you share screen.
It looks like you should be going on Discord, man. Just.
Damn it. All right, I give up.
It's way better for sharing stuff.
I quit. Earth is flat. I'm sorry.
Yeah, nice one. Like the missus.
I quit.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Maybe put that ball back.
Okay. You have a TV broadcast or quote unquote satellite, right?
Pardon?
You have a TV with a
Nah,
dish.
nah. I don't watch telly. It's brainwashing stuff. You want to keep away from it. You think much clearer if you don't listen to all of that silly stuff.
Yeah, but
distill your water too, as well, man. Clear your mind.
But that means you don't look at YouTube videos?
No, I look at YouTube videos, right? I'm on it now, right?
For you guys that are here in the call, you're not aware that I'm reading in the chat, and I already time out. I think 4 planet Earthers, 4 Glovers in the chat for being disrespectful. So when it's the turn to time out, disrespect any disrespectful comment that I can. A little trolling, yes, but if somebody's calling a liar or an idiot out of nowhere, or idiot or something like that. Oh, whoever, I don't give a fuck your name. I just see what you type. I don't see who you are. You will get a timeout. You might lose your range. Depends how the insult is. Boom. Shout out to Alk to type in the F bomb. I gave him a chance and he didn't delete it. You were the first. Feel the boom. I'm done. Sorry. I had to rant.
Was somebody asking something?
Yeah, when we see in a clear day some big ass ship containers, boats in the distance, a few miles away, and the bottom half is missing, and then I see another big ship behind it, and it's missing a little more, and I see one really closer to me, which is barely missing anything from the bottom up. and I try to figure out what is going on, and I cannot picture that happening on a flat surface. How do things disappear from the bottom up on a clear, almost no visual refraction visible on a flat Earth?
Have you got a camera, Jose? Have you?
Yes, yes.
What have you got?
The P900.
Yeah,
Shout out to the Jeran. I got the Jeran.
Oh, nice. So you've looked at the horizon, right? Some weird shit happens, right? Weird.
Yes.
It's never the same, right?
Most of the times where it represents reality, there are repeated observations, the ones that represents reality and it's not distorted or dancing, and yeah, those ones are legit. Yeah.
Okay, right. So you think that at some point that you can look and see an edge, right?
I don't know what that is.
Well, I don't know. Like I say, when I look, or my lad gets pictures or whatever, whenever you zoom in onto the horizon, it's just weird. You can't tell what you're going to be looking at. Sometimes it might look like the water's there, but it could be higher or it could be lower. There could be a mirroring effect. You could get, I don't know, things looking upside down and all sorts of weird stuff.
Wait,
let's try to address the ship containers, please.
Let's use Jose's own words from earlier. Optical phenomena.
Yeah, let's try to address the ship
I like
containers. Yes.
I like that. I just did.
What? Optical phenomena. That's it. You're gonna sweep it under the rug when we see objects in the distance from the bottom up. You're gonna sweep it under the rug.
Not at all. I see it all the time.
Address it.
I have many videos and pictures of that.
How would that be happening on a flat surface? Explain the mechanics of it, please.
2 words. You ready? Optical phenomena.
Swept it under the rug again. All right. So I guess you're not going to answer. Try. You want to try?
Very, very concise and very, very articulate. I know exactly what you mean just by those 2 words. Thank you.
Thank you.
With the water level is horizontal, right? And then when you zoom off into the distance, obviously, the further you look, the more whatever gets compressed into that vanishing point that is the horizon, right? So you just get to see through more and more stuff, but it's horizontal, right? The horizon is a parallel.
I'm talking about the mechanics and the effect.
Yeah, well, the geometry of it is it's horizontal to parallel to the horizontal.
So you say that on a flat surface, the objects, the floor appear to ramp up. Yes, sky appear to ramp down. The walls appear to close up to a convergence point in the distance, very far away. So far, so good, right? There's a horizontal line that appears to divide the walls and the skies from the water. So whatever. So far, so good. Now, perspective dictates that objects on the floor, whatever the floor, appear to ramp up, and everything on the floor also appear to ramp up. The further it goes away, it optically becomes smaller and smaller and smaller, and it will uniformly get smaller until it disappears from your view. Uniformly, never from the bottom up, unless you want to claim something different, that anything disappears from the bottom up on a flat surface due to perspective, then you should provide evidence for it, because I have never seen that.
Well, yeah, we have.
It does that until you put that object into an atmospheric conditions with different phenomena going on, such as mirages and refraction, all the heat and wind and waves and all that if you're over water. But when you use the perspective idea, which we know all exist, and then throw in all of those other atmospheric conditions and how light and angles and all that works, the light source angle, the viewer angle to the object and the light source, when you put all that mixed together, what you see over a flat plane is exactly what you see in reality right now, every day, every second of the day. Thank you.
Well said, Dave.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. So we got to clip that. Yeah, we got explanation. Yeah, we got it all figured out. First now. Yep, thank you.
Yeah, you asked for proof, didn't you? That's the sort of stuff you wanted. How often do you get something so concise?
Okay, but yes. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, you good.
I need a response to Raqia.
Sure.
So, yeah. So, explained it right, and Raqia took it from there and also explained it right, that because of the weather can make bottom up, but there's always a key when this is happening. You see some weird looking things. You see things that are not straight. You see things twisting. You see things, a little bit shimmery.
Refracted. Yeah.
Yeah, but we all experienced through our life. We know when there's and when there's no weird shit happening. Those two container ship, based on what I see, it's
Khaled,
one.
you're breaking up. I'm gonna work out.
Is going on.
I was thinking that was me. Good job.
You're breaking up, Khaled. We got half of what you say. You're breaking up bad.
And I can answer the half that he said. I think what he's trying to say is, we all see what we've seen, right? And it appears that things are going over a supposed curve.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're breaking up, Raqia.
Everybody's breaking up.
Real bad.
Appear to do that, but
he didn't hear it
the
because
more
he
we
doesn't have a
learn,
signal. That's what happened. When you tried to talk to him, yeah, it was bad, Raqia, for real. We lost half. It was silence, and I bet you were speaking.
Yeah, no problem. Is this better?
Yeah, this is solid now. We just in between, like you went silence, and then you came up like talking like halfway in your statement. We didn't know what you said.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was just saying the appearance of things is what we have to look at, and we both agree. I've seen things disappear bottom up, of course, but I've seen those same objects at the same viewer height with a different angle of light or different conditions or whatever it may be, not disappear bottom up and just appear to disappear into the distance, right? What I call the horizon. I have video of this, of both, right? So I don't discount that things appear to go over a curve or to disappear bottom up for certain reasons. I just put a different explanation on it.
I would just say that it seems fairly interesting whenever I see a video observation where you can very clearly see the object, that the object looks like what it's supposed to look like if you were much closer. And in those observations, you always see them disappear from the bottom up. Whereas in other situations where the object looks like a blurry mess, or that they're wavy like a cruise ship, even though we know that a cruise ship has very defined angles, it looks like they're floating off into space. And I would say that...
Yeah. You realize that y'all
Huge cruise ships and cargo.
Yeah, you're breaking up real bad on your end now.
Cut me off. Or maybe I cut you off.
You're breaking up real bad on your end. That's what I was saying.
Breaking up, or did I cut him off?
No, you're just breaking up, Raqia.
Sorry about that. I'll go. Sure. Why? I'm in the same place I've been in. On the on my internet, but anyway,
we're not bullshitting. I mean, you can vouch for that. Try
yeah.
thinking. You're hearing breaking up too, right?
No, I wasn't questioning that. I was just saying I didn't want to be interrupting him if he was breaking up, because I know he doesn't break in on me. He's cool. But I was saying the large container ships that we're seeing disappear, that's just an optical effect. Even I have video of shrimp boats at a high elevation. They shouldn't be over the curve, and they're blocked by obstruction of water, which appears to be over the curve, and that we know they're not because they're so close. Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody can take these photos, right? Everybody can take these. I have pictures like that all day long. And
Well,
you're telling me that ship is still not small. It's so much further away that it's hidden that much by Earth curve, but it still looks good. It's not distorted and it's not smaller.
That's just an optical effect. That's all it is.
Yeah, you're not claiming that
Oh,
that's a geometric edge, right?
I think they are.
I am.
Well, there's a geometric edge in between that boat and that other boat. Measured.
I don't know. I wasn't on the closer boat in order to do that.
At what distance would you put between those two boats? Because that looks like quite a big drop, right?
I don't know.
Well.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Let's break this down. All right. So if we look at this apparatus, this H form right here, it looks really wide, really big, really thick. This, and then if we look in here, they look a lot smaller. So that implies perspective taking place. The further away, the smaller it's going to appear to be.
That could be a different angle.
So that could actually be the geometric edge there.
Just cut me. Yeah, just cut me. That's right.
Brilliant. No, I think you're onto something here.
Yeah, so perspective dictates the object is go further away from you, it appears smaller. So this is kind of the same design of the boat. This is the boat a lot further away. I don't know, maybe 5 times further away than this one. I don't know, a few miles further away. So look at how small it is, but where is the bottom of it? Where is all this part that visible?
So in a few miles, the geometric edge is going to drop off. Let's say I'm going to be really, really generous and say only 30 foot. That's way more than 30 foot.
Yeah. Let's put some distances to this. Come on, it's your pictures, guys. Come on, let's put some distances. How far away is that first boat? And then how far is the distance between the two boats?
Okay, I'll tell you. I'll give you the details.
Go on then.
This
Brilliant.
first boat is far away from me, and this one is a lot further away. Go ahead.
Oh, right. Typical. That's some good measurements there. Yeah.
I don't need data to observe, to analyze what is going on here. Now, you want to slide away, you want to dance away, you want to avoid to address where is the bottom of this boat. You go for it. Play
Shout
your
out to
games.
Travis.
It's
I'll be very clear. That second boat is pretty blurry, right? Like it's so blurry. I mean,
It's perfection compared to 90% of the flat Earth pictures. Shout out to Travis.
Right. So what angle is it at? It looks like a different angle, so those beams would appear to be smaller or bigger. And also, it's further away, as you stated. A lot further. So it's going to
how much drop to the first boat?
Distorted a little bit. Yeah, I see the bottom.
I got the first one.
Loaded, right? Because you can see
I got that.
You can see the red line, right? Yeah.
I got the same one with details. Let me zoom in this, and we'll find the boat again.
Maybe the second boat is loaded.
Loaded until it sinks.
Well, when they're not loaded, they float a lot higher. I can show you oil tankers.
They load it until it sank in the sea.
Because they're not loaded with oil.
Come on.
Right, so what height is he above the shore there? Yeah. I give him about, what, 10 foot?
You're saying it went over Earth curve.
10 foot camera height.
You can't tell by that. You can't tell by that.
How far's the first boat then?
I do enough observations where I'm up on a levee and I can't tell. I'd say that's.
So let me recap this really quick. I'm gonna pause this. Let me recap. Because flat earthers now require a data, a distance and a height, and because I am not able to giving what height, what distance is one boat from another, wait for it. They will not address the elephant in the room. Where is the bottom of the boat?
I'm addressing.
Thank you for cutting me up right in the last point of my statement. So they will not address the elephant in the room. Where is the bottom of the boat?
I'll address it. The bottom of the boat is hidden by optical phenomena. I have these same photos of boats that are much, much closer, and I know the distances, and they're hidden like this. As a matter of fact, they look exactly like this, and it cannot be Earth curve. It's everything but Earth curve.
Of course, deny.
Because I know the distances of those boats, and I know the sizes of them.
Yeah, so you've been listening to Travis for too long.
Listening, I take my own videos, and I have it. I can post it right now.
So is the water that's supposedly obstructing the further ship, is that like just an optical
absolutely
phenomenon? But it's still that optical phenomenon is still physical enough to hold the weight of the ship that's closer to you.
Is it definitely a geometric edge for you guys, right? That's what you're claiming it is.
So where does the real water that's holding the closer ship end and the fake optical water begin with the further ship
That's
away?
impossible to tell. Impossible to tell. But I can tell you that the sky does the same thing, right? It's a different effect.
Deny. Oh, the Earth is just observably. The Earth is observably flat, but deny what's right in front of you, bottom of the boat, hidden. Deny. Shout out to John Hawkins for that comment.
I'm seeing two boats that are relatively, let's say that first boat is 4 miles. Let's just say 6 miles, and the next boat is 12 miles. You're saying in 6 miles it's hiding that much of the boat? How small is your Earth, sir? What about the mountains in the back? What about the boat to the right? That one's further, right?
You don't know the height of the
Yeah,
mountain.
and that one also looks like it's being obstructed by a horizon of water that the boat up front is on, the boat very back is on, and the boat and on the other side is on. All in the same
I agree, they're all in water.
Yeah, you're saying one part of it is real, the other is optical. But you say you're being able to tell which is which.
I'm saying as you go out further from that first boat, will you listen? I'm saying the further you go away from that first boat that you can see more clearly, you're losing the information and the optical effects start to happen. Yes. That's how mirages work. There's a mirage line. And
even though the water horizon is the same for the boat up front as it is for the boat in the back.
It's not the boats are sitting on level horizontal water, I promise you. But as you go away from that, the part that you can see clearly, it gets distorted, and the optical mirage or whatever you want to call it starts happening.
Now, listen to the question again. Listen to the question again, please. Please, whoever asked this question, ask it again.
Yeah, sure.
Who asked that question? Please ask again.
If you're talking to me, I'm asking where. I don't know if this is the question that you're referring to. I'm asking where does the physical part of the water that the ship that's up front ends, and the optical illusion water that is supposedly blocking the further away ship begin?
Yeah, that's a good question, and it's hard to tell. Definitely in an observation, you can't tell, but I can promise you, if you would measure it, where the water level is, it's the same as the first boat, the second boat, the third boat. It just appears to be different. It's optical. I have videos where a boat is going away from me, and where it's at the first, let's say it's at the distance of that first boat on this day, you could see the whole boat. And as it gets to the second boat, it would appear to be hidden by a wall of water, but you could actually see the splash of the water coming off of the boat. Although you
even
can't
though
see the boat.
that wall of water, the water in the sky is on the same level as it is with the boat that you can see. It's closer to you as it is there, but somehow the water is both optical and physical at the same time. You just can't tell.
It's not a physical wall of water. It just appears to rise up, and then the boat is behind it, being obstructed by it. I have many videos like this.
You did exactly. The water's being blocked. The water's blocking the further away boat. Thank you.
The water appears to rise up, which it doesn't. It stays level, and it appears to block the second boat that's further away, and you're getting less information due to the angle of the light and the way the light works as it gets away from you. That appears, not physical. You can't measure it. You cannot measure that drop to that boat, I promise you. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, you can get as many measuring tools as you want. And from that first boat to that second boat, you can't measure a 50-foot drop. I promise you.
Shout out to Septepi. All I hear is assertions without any evidence or demonstration. Bev, how does this make you feel, these screen shares that you've been looking at my screen right here?
What? How does it make me feel?
Yeah, let me share this one. Yeah.
Oh,
this one. What do you think? Look at this. Look
I
at
saw
this
gravity insert.
Look at this graph right here.
Yeah. That level line's curved, right? Is that what that's what you go along with, right?
No, I've just shown the graph.
So you've got no opinion. You're just showing me pictures and saying, what do I feel about these pictures?
Yeah, ask you for your opinion and your understanding of these pictures.
Yeah, the horizontal and vertical, I'll go with that. They look perpendicular to each other. Somebody's drawn a load of curves on it, and one of them's got a level line through P, which is like a dotted line. It's ridiculous, right?
Let's see this definition right here. Let's some basic definitions. Talk to me about this. What do you think about?
What do I think about? What, some basic definitions?
Yes.
Level surface. Yeah. The geoid, is that what you think, Jose? What's your geoid? What's that mean?
I'm giving you the floor to speak to us, and if you want to read this and maybe rebuttal, I mean, this is it. It's your time to shine.
Okay.
People is looking at this; they will interpret it their way. If you want to give your interpretation to this,
Well, it says,
it
says horizontal surface is a tangent to the level surface. I mean, a tangent to what? Where's the tangent to? What's the curved surface that level is supposed to be? Where does it say that?
So you gotta say about that one. Let's hear this one. Let's
so wait a minute. Go back. Go back, Jose.
I'll go back.
Yeah.
You got it. There you go.
See there, it says over short distances, under 100 meters, the horizontal surface and the level surface will coincide. Do you know what that means?
Please tell us.
It means
time to shine, brother.
It means they're the same thing, right? So you know what happens to two straight lines if they share a straight line? They are the same straight line. So it would be absolutely ridiculous to say that something that is horizontal and something that is curved can coincide. That'd be stupid, right? Absolutely mental for anybody to write that down, wouldn't it? And then show it to somebody and then not notice the flaw in what they're writing, right?
What do you think about the last point?
Within 100 meters?
What do you think about the last point? Maybe read it and address it.
Is that when you think straight lines bend over 100 meters? Is that the local part of
I gave
level?
you the chance to read it and address it if you want to.
I
didn't tell you to ask me.
Somebody asked me a question, didn't they? Didn't somebody ask me a question? That's what I was answering.
I asked you to read this line if you wish to and interpret it the way you want. I'm not asking you to ask me a question back.
Yeah, someone else had asked him a question. Maybe you didn't hear.
I guess we'll go to the next slide. You don't want to address that point because it says gravity.
I just did it. I just did
like garlic to a freaking vampire.
Go on.
Yep, we see a level surface line over here.
I can see a vertical line and a horizontal line. Yep.
Go ahead. Carry on. Yeah, carry on.
But you've got you've got level surface. What's that? Like level is horizontal. I mean, it's stupid for you to put that there.
Why?
Well, because level is horizontal.
Well, they're clearly demonstrating that that's not the case.
No, somebody's drawn some diagrams there. Surely you can see that, right?
Yeah, it's showing that the curved line is level with the datum. The level surface is level with the datum line.
Right.
They're both curved, but they're both the same distance from each other.
Okay.
They didn't show it. They drew it.
So yeah, it looks like somebody else has drawn that on there as well. It doesn't look like it's.
Okay, question. Try thinking.
Yeah, go.
Yeah. Okay. So I see that line that is called level surface, I think.
Yeah.
And for me, also as a glober, it sounds bizarre. So what would you name it in that realm of the globe Earth? What would you like to name the?
That's
the curve is.
That's a curve that drops away from horizontal. Looks like at a constant rate as well.
But it's going with the. Hold on. It's going at the same altitude or distance from the ball underneath it.
No. The horizontal is staying at the same. elevation or altitude.
Let me ask.
That's what a horizontal line is, right?
No.
No, don't say no. It's yes. That's what a horizontal is. That is your datum. That's your reference.
That's not the line I'm talking about.
Khaled, he's asking what is the relationship between the level surface line and the datum line? How would you describe that relationship?
I'm not asking you guys. I'll tell you that the horizontal is the datum.
I'm not talking about the horizontal. I'm talking about the two curved. I'm talking about the two curved line. The one on the bottom, I would.
Yeah. Two curved lines, right?
Do you see two curved lines?
Yeah, I can see them.
Curved lines.
Straight lines and
The
two curved
lower one. Hold on, Raqia. Hold on. The lower one. Let's say that it's the Earth's surface. Okay. What would you call the upper line?
Right. No.
Curved line.
Yeah, they're just two curved lines that you've drawn there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You only know they're curved because there is a reference of straight lines there that you can measure the curvature from, right? That's the idea of having a horizontal. That's the idea of what a level is. When surveyors use a level, they use it to measure the drop either below or above that datum.
You are running away
which
to a
is your
question that
horizontal
I didn't ask.
datum.
You are running to a question that I didn't ask. Ignore the straight lines in this image. We have two curved lines.
Yeah.
One of them represents the surface of the Earth, and the other is titled level surface, which I don't like this name. I'm with you. I don't like this name. So just give it a name.
Yeah, it's definitely not two-dimensional, is it?
This is two-dimensional here. This is two-dimensional. We're not talking about this. To make it simple, just talk about it as two-dimensional. We have one that represents a circle.
Yeah.
The level surface.
I don't know. I don't care about name it. You should listen to Richard Feynman when he says, I don't know the names of the names.
I don't see any numbers there, because it's easy to know horizontal. You don't need a number or a rate of drop or whatever. But you don't seem to have anything for your figment of your imagination level.
I'm thinking, will the datum line and level surface line ever touch if they are the same distance apart from each other?
Right.
Elevation is the same.
Can I ask what sort of qualifications you have within this field?
Zero.
I have zero. If the distance between the two lines
brilliant.
are the same.
What about you? Who's that? Artemis.
That's why I'm asking you. Okay, but the gentleman that interrupted me. Okay, go ahead. I like where you're going.
If the elevation that variable there is the same at all points between the level surface line and the datum line, will they ever touch?
No, that would have to be horizontal for the elevations to be the same. That's the point of a horizontal.
Will they ever touch if the elevation between the level surface line and the datum line is the same at all points along their curve?
You keep using level in the wrong terms. I mean, what qualifications do you have, Artemis, within this field, please?
Okay, fine. Call it surface line.
Is that?
I'll take away
that,
level.
it's just
surface line datum. Will they touch each other if the elevation between them is the same at all points along their curve?
I haven't got a clue what you're talking about. Do you know what you're talking about?
Never. The answer is never.
Okay. You see the datum line, right?
That's horizontal, right?
You see the datum line.
Yeah, the datum would be horizontal.
The datum line that's curved, correct?
No, it would be horizontal. I keep telling you.
I've just come back to this. Is this dude still trying to prove geometry with a dictionary and 2 words? Is that seriously what you're doing, Ben? This is hilarious.
Stingray, what are you qualified in? Have you got any?
Hey guys.
Hey Bob.
You won't answer the question whether or not those 2 curved lines will ever touch.
You keep calling it a datum.
Hey guys, Bob wants to go a try with this graph right here. Go ahead, Bob.
All right. Now we've got 3 lines there, correct?
Is this your drawing, Bob? Is this yours?
Doesn't matter. That's irrelevant. Now we've got this thing here. I believe the bottom of it on my phone here is marked. Is it called the datum or the surface?
Datum.
Datum. And then we have the middle line, which is curved, and that's called what?
Level surface.
Level surface. And then we have the horizontal, which is the right angle to the radius.
No.
Now,
No, it's perpendicular to vertical.
Which is the radius. And
No.
so
That would make horizontal a tangent, Bob, and that is wrong. Horizontal is not a
I don't know if
tangent.
it's wrong or not because you muted him by over talking him. Try thinking. He haven't even made
wrong.
Explain it.
It's not wrong. All right. Now, at the point where the radius and the horizontal line form that right angle, if I'm in an airplane and I fly out on the horizontal line and I want to maintain straight and level flight, which of those three curves do I follow?
It would be on the horizontal line, Bob. If you're traveling
And if
level,
if I'm on the horizontal line flying straight and level, what's happening to my altitude above the surface, which is marked datum?
nothing.
No, it's increasing.
No, the datum is actually horizontal. Somebody's mistakenly drawn datum on a curved surface that drops away from the horizontal.
Because
It's
that's what the
ridiculous.
surface of the Earth does. All right. So if I fly straight and level a certain distance above the ground, which is marked datum, I follow that middle line, which is curved, and that is straight and level flight. I'm not gaining altitude the further I go away from my starting point. You understand that, right?
Yeah, I know. I know that you have bendizontal. You've already expressed that, Bob.
And that's what happens in reality is we follow the curved line in the middle, not the horizontal, because as we move along that datum line, your vertical line rotates with you, and your horizontal line also comes down. So what's your problem with that?
That's ridiculous, Bob.
I don't care if you think it's ridiculous. Tell me where it's wrong.
Well, because at a midway point around the ball, because you obviously assume horizontal is a tangent, then you have
I don't assume anything.
a horizontal that travels all the way around the ball. So at some points, horizontal will be perpendicular to horizontal. Absolutely crazy, Bob. Absolutely crazy.
Of the Earth, which is the up-down vertical line.
No.
You understand
Vertical
that, right?
isn't a radius, Bob.
Yes, it is.
No. You.
Okay, so what's vertical to you versus vertical to me? Is it any different?
It's a plumb bob, right?
Correct. And do both of our plumb bobs point to the exact same spot?
No.
What's your latitude?
Pardon?
What is your latitude?
What do you think the plumb bob has got to do with latitude, Bob?
Because that determines the direction the plumb bob points, which is towards the center of the Earth.
No,
Our
it
plumb
doesn't.
bobs will not be in
No,
the
the
same location.
plumb bobs are
Any more
vertical.
than the towers, yeah,
They
any
establish a
more than the
vertical
towers.
frame of reference, right?
Any more than the vertical plumb bob sound towers of the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. Those are actually further apart on top than they are at the bottom, yet they're both plumb, and they both follow a plumb bob. Can you explain that?
That's a pretty big claim, that, Bob. When did you?
Well, no.
When did you test that? Did you test that?
it's in
Did you
the diagram.
verify that?
Why do I need to? I have the diagram.
Because you've just made the claim.
No, I mean that's a statement of fact. Those are
No,
what
no,
the
no.
blueprints show.
You just made a claim, Bob. I mean, how did you verify
Statement
it?
of fact. It's a statement of fact. It's not up to It's not.
No.
It's not
A
claim
statement
of
of fact is something like level is horizontal. That's a statement of fact.
And the Verrazano Narrows Bridge towers are canted away from each other slightly according to the radius of the Earth. And quite frankly, they are both plumb bob level.
No, that would make horizontals intersect, Bob, and that is impossible.
The horizontals are at a different angle because they're different locations.
No,
and they do
horizontals don't intersect, Bob.
Yet they do. So
They
there you go.
don't. Do you have any surveying qualifications? Within
Yes, I have
surveying,
navigation qualifications. Yes.
and horizontal is a a curved plane?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but bendizontal, like you full bendizontal.
Why are you making up words? Why are you making up
He
words?
just said it's a curved plane. Horizontal
But
is a
you're
curved
making up
plane.
words. You're making
A
up
curved
words.
surface, yeah. Yeah, it's a curved line. You betcha.
Yeah, bendizontal. Yeah, I'm making words up especially for.
You're becoming a Travis, a meme.
No, it got made up ages ago, but you know it takes a brave man to
Okay,
publicly
so you don't
state
quite-
that you think horizontal is a bendy plane.
Geometry, can you? You can't quite understand that geometry, can you?
I can understand geometry quite well.
Okay, well then you understand that on a spherical surface, horizontal is a tangent line, correct?
I thought you said it curved. Like, make your mind up, Bob. Come on.
Do you understand that horizontal is a tangent to a point on a sphere? Yes or no?
No, horizontal is horizontal. It is perpendicular to vertical. Spheres don't really come into it unless you do like that dude just did earlier and he put a level on top of a ball.
Okay, so I can't use a level on a spherical surface on top of a bowling ball, for example.
There wouldn't be much point you doing that now, Bob.
But I can do it, though, can't I?
Of course you can. Yeah, you can do that as much as you want.
All right,
I mean,
now, if I roll
my
the
lad's
ball
thinking of
forward-
setting up a ball level in service. Do you reckon
All
how
right, Are you
how many?
just going to continue talking over me? Or
Well,
are you going to listen and learn something? So if I take that bowling ball and roll it a little bit forward and put a level on top of it again on a different spot on that bowling ball, is it not level?
The level will be level if you level the level.
Very
Yes.
well. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you very much for agreeing. All right, welcome to reality. My work is done.
Really? Wow, I can do that. I can roll a ball and put a level on it, and then roll it a bit further and put another level on it. What's that meant to prove, Bob?
That it's level in two different places.
the level is you can put the level wherever you want. Well done, Bob.
The bowling ball is level in two different locations depending on the vector of gravity.
No, that's the level, the tool that you're putting on top of the bowling ball, Bob. That's your level. Yeah, it's. Let me say, it's a little bit moronic for you to think that you can level a bowling ball.
Doing it in relationship to the ball and the vector of gravity. Now, on a larger scale, of course, the vector of gravity on any location on that ball, if it was larger, would be towards the center of the ball. Same concept. I'm just taking advantage of the known vector of gravity. And
Horizontal.
changing
The
location
level
of the
would still sit on top of the ball,
Hold
no
on.
matter where it
Hold
was.
on. Try thinking. How is this? You're giving objections to the bowling ball and even to my observation. How is the bowling ball or the glass orb that I used, how is that different than what you want to do on a flat Earth?
What do you mean?
Or to prove that the Earth is flat?
Sorry, say that
Well,
again.
you just said that,
I don't know.
Well, you just castigated myself and Bob by saying that the level is level, right? It's the level that's level.
Yeah.
Okay. How is that different for you?
Well, see, what I'd do is I'd show you a canal and say, from one lock to another.
Oh, I'm sorry. You'll have to excuse me, but that just means the same thing.
What?
You're just saying that the device is level.
Yeah.
So who cares?
Well, that you measure the deviation from the level, right, to measure your curvature. That's how you measure curvature.
You've already stated that the surface doesn't matter. The shape of the surface doesn't matter. It's just the device.
Yeah. The level. Yeah.
So
then what's the
you're
point
not
of your
really
experiment?
You're not really determining anything.
It's
all,
to show.
other than the fact
It's
that
to show.
you could level emission.
Globe believers
You could level
that
a
their model is ridiculous. That level
I
is
really wanted to have
horizontal.
This platform. I wanted to have this platform to give flat earthers the opportunity to present any evidence in favor of the flat earth, positive claims for the flat earth.
Yeah,
How does the
level is
sextant work on a
horizontal.
flat Earth?
I'll claim it again.
How does a sextant work on a flat Earth?
But the way I see it is that if you're rejecting Erebus's observation or Bob's example, saying that, well, the surface doesn't matter, as you can see, even a sphere can appear to be level using a level, then what's the point of your experiment to try and disprove the globe?
You've got a really bad...
We could be on a sphere, but still be level.
You've got a really bad misunderstanding of what level is. I mean, obviously, if you can put a level on top of a ball like that and then not see that the level is level, but the ball diverts away from the level.
What makes that different from what you're trying to claim?
On a much bigger ball.
Well, okay, so if we say that the water level in the canal is level, then would you... Wait a minute, don't... Would you say...
Are you measuring the
God.
flatness of... Are you trying to measure the horizontal or the level of the surface?
Okay, that's where I'm going to go. If you'd let me finish.
Wait, if that's
do you not want? No, all right.
Then why is
you sort it out. No problem.
If that's the case, you've already agreed that's what you're going to do. So if that is what you're doing, how is your scenario any different than what you see on the screen? After you just claimed that the surface has no bearing on the level being level.
Are you done?
Sure.
Right, okay. So are you assuming that the level would be like a sighted level, a theodolite, an auto level at the side of the canal? Erebus, please. Eris.
Don't deflect.
And are you also assuming, Erebus? Are you all...
Again, I asked you a direct question. I want a direct answer.
I don't
want to hear questions from you.
Right. The level, is that a level, and you are assuming that the water level drops away from the horizontal?
We are talking about the flat earth.
Yes, and I am asking you, I'm telling you that there will be no deviation from the horizontal because the water level in the canal is horizontal. Now, you say you put a level on top of a ball. So what are you making a comparison with? What is level and what is the ball, please?
You're deflecting. Now, you've already claimed that the surface has no being level.
No, I haven't got.
Disagree with your own
I
words?
haven't got a clue what you're talking about. The surface of the water.
Surface of anything.
The surface of the water within the canal.
Dude, which is it? Either the surface matters or it doesn't.
The surface of the water within the canal is what we are talking about being horizontal, Erebus. Okay?
You're really not getting it, are you?
No, I think it's you that's not getting it.
No. You've already said that the surface doesn't matter because it's just the level being leveled.
I haven't got a clue what you're talking about. The surface of what, Erebus? Please.
You said just the surface.
The surface of the water is horizontal. It establishes a horizontal plane from one lock to the next. The level of the water within the canal will be horizontal.
Are you putting the level?
That's a claim. Yeah, I'm making that claim right now. Level is horizontal, Erebus.
I'll make that claim too.
Yeah, there you go. Back in. Thank you very much.
Are you putting the level, i.e. the device, on the water, on the surface of the water? Not in the air. Not sitting on a pod or a tripod or sitting up above the water. I'm talking about on the water. Are you placing your level on the water?
Okay, 5 seconds. Eric Alluvium earlier gave me a $2 super chat. He said, the level will be level if you level the level. Thank you.
I've got a question about the flat Earth, if I may.
Please save us. Let's see if Flat Earth provides something.
This wonderful flat Earth that we live on. Bev, do we agree in flat Earth reality?
It's just reality, right?
I'm fucking hoping so. In flat Earth reality, do parallel lines ever diverge after converging?
The parallel, right?
They are indeed, yes.
Yeah, well, they don't converge or diverge. They stay parallel, right? That's what parallel lines are, right?
Awesome.
Sweet.
Now, okay, brilliant. So
Geometrically.
now, that's awesome. Yes.
Euclidean geometry, right?
Wicked. I like the way this is going. So, if I am an observer that's 2 meters high, and I'm looking at another observer on this beautiful flat Earth that's 2 meters high, and we're staring each other in our eyes, and we start moving apart, is it fair to say that we will be staring at 0 degrees? And I know you like this thing, parallel to the ground. Is that correct?
Get on a canoe and get on the canal, and then yeah, I'd agree with you.
Awesome. So, if I'm staring, let's say I find a slightly larger gentleman, and he's 8 foot tall, and I'm slightly looking up at this dude's eyes in his canoe, both on water, which is level on this lovely level Earth. And then we start moving away from each other. I'm going to be looking up when we're really close. But then, as he moves away, what angle would my eyes only ever drop to when he's far away in the distance if I could still see his eyes and I had that ability? It would be 0 degrees, correct?
Yeah, well, you'd be on the water, wouldn't you? There'd be a difference in height between your head and his. That would be a constant, right? If you're on the water.
Yeah, but if he moved away, let's say 1 meter, I'm now not looking up at his eyes. I'm looking slightly up at his eyes because it's apparently dropped in my vision. Correct?
Well, yeah.
Opity. I like the word
awesome. Dropping it. So, and then if he goes away 100 meters, I'm still not looking down at him. Is there any point that I will ever look down at his higher elevation eyes in wonderful flat Earth perspective parallel lines land?
No, I doubt it.
Wicked. Awesome. Can you explain to me in observations that I can bring up numerous ones of why some dude laying down on a beach looking at a 60-foot pilot house on a boat as it goes out of sight with water covering it has to look down?
What, he's lying down on a beach?
Yeah.
And
chilling out. Yeah,
right. So what do you mean looking down?
I mean, looking up is above 0, looking down is below 0. That's looking down. He is looking down at the pilot house, which is way above his elevation. How does perspective and parallel lines work on this beautiful flat planet?
I haven't got a clue. What are you talking about? Can you show us this picture?
Gosh, oh my God, that's awesome. That's what I was waiting for. Give me 2 seconds.
Did this dude level the camera and then measure a drop in degrees?
Give me a second. I should have had this prepared, but I was working, so.
So now we're talking about optics and not geometry.
Yeah, you're just sort of looking at something.
No, it's geometry.
I got 2 comments to read really quick before we continue. I got a comment from Jesse Kozlowski. He say, does Bev have any measurements to present that supports his own personal definition of horizontal equally level? Yeah. And let me read this. Let me read this one, and then we might address them both. Zombie Wolf, thank you very much for the super chat. Try thinking. Why do you keep referring to your knowledge of surveying while you ignoring the work of geodetic surveyors like Jesse Kozlowski? Sounds hypocritical to me. Thank you for the support.
Okay.
So how about those measurements that support your horizontal equal level? Try thinking.
Well, Jesse's a surveyor, right? I mean, he surely knows that a horizontal datum doesn't need a measurement from and 2, because that is what you measure from, right? So he surely knows that there is no measurement once you've set your level, right? There's no distance that you have to figure anything to.
So if he's a surveyor and he tells you the surface of the Earth is curved downward away from you, you'll believe him, right?
Does he say that? What does he say? Water level curves away from you
Yes.
in a downward direction.
Yes.
So that should definitely be measurable from a horizontal, right?
And it is.
It is definitely measurable from a horizontal. Well, then my test
believe him
will be
telling you that,
perfect then, right? You should be getting right behind my test because I will be helping you guys measure the curvature of the canal away from a horizontal.
I already measured it, thanks, but...
You've already measured it?
The main surveyor has, yeah, with me.
Oh, nice.
Let's hear about it.
Yeah, where was that?
Oh, there's a whole video on it.
Where's that, Bob? Give us a link.
It's on my channel. I'm on my phone right now. I can't grab it.
Oh, nice.
You don't sound too confident.
Well, I can go down and get it if you like.
How close did you get to your what measurement did you get for the curvature?
Got the radius of the Earth within 5%. From 72 feet of elevation.
Nice.
Sorry, you measured the curvature of the water level from 72.
Yeah, measured the curvature of the water. You betcha. The Atlantic Ocean. You've heard of it, right?
Curved water.
Yeah, you've heard about that, right? The Atlantic Ocean.
Go on. Give us the method that you use then, Bob, please.
Method Al-Biruni, using a transit.
Oh.
And basically the drop.
He used an astrolabe, didn't he? Did you use an astrolabe?
No, you're interrupting him. Are you going to allow Bob to give you an answer if you ask him a question, please?
Jose, if he interrupts me again, if you would be kind enough to mute him until I was done, I would appreciate that. But what he used was a survey station. He used a survey station and actually measured a theodolite and measured the drop to the horizon. And he then reset it and repeated his measurement. And he did that 5 times and got the exact drop to the horizon based on an average of 5 independent measurements. And I will go ahead and pull that up for you right now if you would like.
Brilliant. We might have to do it reviewing this because I was going to go over the Al-Biruni method myself because
if you'd like to know it, I'll
it's interesting, right?
Teach you. I'd be more than happy to teach it to you. Would you like to learn how to derive it?
I know how to do it, Bob. I've done surveying.
Great, go ahead and do it then.
Yeah, I will do.
So you've done go ahead. Oh, you've done surveying and you know Al-Biruni? Would you be kind enough to give us the formula?
What do you mean the formula?
What is the formula for the method Al-Biruni?
The formula, Bob?
Yes.
Didn't you just no. Didn't he just measure a drop in an angle with an astrolabe?
No.
Yeah, he did. He went up a mountain and measured with an astrolabe, didn't he? Isn't that the legend?
He measured the radius of the Earth. That's what the method Al-Biruni does.
With an astrolabe.
So?
Yeah.
What's your point?
Yeah, well, an astrolabe is a nice bit of kit. I mean, I do like it.
Yeah, well, we have more accurate things to do it right now. So, for example, the link that I just put in the Facebook.
Facebook?
Says there that, or not the Facebook, but the YouTube chat looks like that's closed. Let's go see whether or not this is it.
Let me read this really quick. 5 seconds. Latonya Bailey gave you $2 towards her tuition at Jose J.G. Gonzalez University. Boom.
Right. Can I just ask if Jesse can give us a bit of a better understanding of what he means when he says, "Do I have any measurements to present that support my personal definition of horizontal equaling level?" Like, what sort of measurement does he require for horizontal equaling level?
I think you just put it. He put it right in the YouTube chat, and right above his link is my link to the video. If you'd like to pull that up, Jose, we can go over it, and it's just a few minutes at the end where he actually does the measurements.
Yeah, let me get to my computer. I was.
Right, so is that a measurement for level not equaling horizontal? So is that it's like a drop from the horizontal?
Yeah, it's a drop from the horizontal to the surface of the Earth.
Okay.
To the
That's the way Alberoni works.
So what's Jesse going on about then? Yeah, what's Jesse going on about? How do you measure the level being horizontal? Because the horizontal is the horizontal that you use to measure from.
What link are we talking about? What link are we talking about? Jesse Kozlowski pasted 2 links.
All right, the last one right above where Latanya's saying, well, that was a fail. There's a link from Jesse right above that, and then right above his link is mine. He's got 2 links. The first link is the one that he put up, and then mine is just above it.
Okay, you want me to pull the link you pasted? I got that one.
Yeah, and I'll get you time that you can do it, and you'll see exactly how he did it.
Perfect. Yeah, let me skip this ad. Yep. Oh shit, one more. Let's skip this one. I'll share the screen right and now. Let me pause this. We don't need any audio or captions, maybe.
No, not really. Basically, you can go to 1320, and then he's actually doing it, and then he's got the actual numbers that he came up with and the calculations, and he comes within 5% of the radius of the Earth.
Did you not go with him, Bob?
That's irrelevant.
You said we earlier, as though you'd done it. Did you not do it? It's all right if you didn't. I mean,
I've done it, yes.
Oh no, you have done it. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
You said you measured it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? That's irrelevant. Now here are the actual numbers.
It's pretty relevant if you said you measured it, and then this isn't actually you measuring it. You just
You're just gonna talk about someone else measuring.
Yeah. You didn't film it when you measured it.
I
You
can
just
do the math. I'm doing the math with it as well, and I've also done the math on Wolfie's.
No. You did you actually go there and look through your theodolite to measure an angle?
It is irrelevant.
Irrelevant, right? Yeah, it sounds pretty irrelevant.
So stop asking about it.
Yeah.
Did you go see the Black Swan with your own eyes?
Have I ever used the black swan? What are you talking about? That's a logical argument, right? Or do you mean the picture?
You ever check horizontal in 2 locations, 1,513 miles apart?
Well, yeah, there's a canal near me, 27 miles. The horizontal at one end is the same as the horizontal at the other end, and the same as the horizontal in the middle. It's all horizontal.
You're arguing for a sphere. Well done.
Yeah.
What, the horizontal is horizontal all the way along the water level?
Yeah, well done.
Have you ever
well done. We
personally
agree.
calculated?
Bendizontal thing, right?
Plan
Bendizontal, another one. Nice.
Have you ever personally calculated a flight plan between New York, Los Angeles, Anchorage, Alaska, and back to New York, and looked at the angles of that triangle?
Never had a need to, Bob. Never had a need to. Have you?
Well, you do right now, because how many? Okay, so what's the sum of the internal?
Are you going to draw it on a ball, Bob?
What's the sum of the internal angles of a triangle on a plane?
Oh, it's 180 degrees. Everybody knows that, Bob.
Great.
So we're getting away from your test that you didn't do?
Yeah.
So why?
Jose's taking a long time to get it all set up.
Some of the angles between those 3 cities 192 degrees. You ever figure that one out?
I don't know. Probably because you've drawn it on a ball.
Moderator.
No, I did the actual thing. So okay, you got the video up yet?
How'd you check it, Bob?
Oh, I shared it and I stopped screen sharing. Everybody saw the calculations and stuff.
Seen the calculation? Is that all it was? Just a load of numbers on a sheet of paper. Did you not have any pictures or anything of him doing it? He didn't, Bob, come on, you didn't just do a load of calculations on a piece of paper and say you'd done it, did you?
What did I just say?
He said he double-checked the math.
Oh, right.
I double-checked the math, and he's actually doing it on video, so you can watch it yourself.
Well, we didn't get to see any of that. Okay, well, I'll have a look at it some other time. Yeah, it's all right.
The link's right there, and Jose started.
Do you have?
Down. It shows how he actually does it.
Do you have a video of the one where you did it, or not?
I can do it live with you right now if you want.
What, Alberoni?
So you,
yeah.
Why not?
I need to wrap up the show.
You mean the maths?
Like 2 minutes.
No, I can show you the observation, and then I can do the calculation with it. We can compare it against the known calculation of the Earth. Or better yet, you can do the calculation for it just to show everybody your math skills.
A calculation?
The formula.
No,
Yeah,
I'm more into the observations myself.
Okay, well, what are you going to do with them?
What do you mean, the observations?
Yeah, what do you do with those numbers?
How
do you learn anything?
Yeah,
from those
the
numbers?
observations aren't numbers. The observations are pictures, right?
Well, no, the observation is an angular dip to the horizon. So what are you going to do with that number?
Yeah, but if you go up, rise, the horizontal will have a drop to the floor below. I mean, that's what surveyors do, right? That's why you've got different levels.
And would there be a different drop between a flat and a curved surface of the Earth?
Do you mean, are you assuming there's two different surfaces?
No, I'm asking, would there be a difference between the flat surface?
Yeah, if
and a
you
curved
rise above the horizontal that you're on, then you will be on a different horizontal, and there will be a drop to the other horizontal. Yeah.
Apparently, you're not following along, so try and pay attention. If I rise up a certain amount, say 1,000 feet above the ground,
Yeah.
if the surface of the Earth is flat, there will be a drop to the horizon.
Yeah, there always is a drop to the horizon because you've just rose 1,000 meters or whatever.
Stop talking, listen, and learn. Now, if the surface is curved away from me, downward, there will be also a drop to the horizon, but it'll be a greater drop. Do you understand that?
Okay.
Because it's curving away and down.
You know, are you measuring an angle?
Yes, you simpleton.
Right. Well,
from the horizontal.
Yeah.
To the horizon. Will there be a different
From
angle
the
flat
horizontal
surface
down to the horizon, right?
horizon?
Yeah.
Will there be Will
So
there be
that's-
a different angle on a flat surface compared to a surface that is curving downward away from you?
Two straight lines to measure an angle.
All right, I know what an angle is.
Okay,
Answer
brilliant.
the question. I'm talking a drop from the horizontal to the horizon. Will there be a different number of a different drop on a flat surface compared to a curved surface that is curving away and down?
Yeah, it depends on how
Will there be
high,
a
how far away you are from that thing. There will be more of a drop if you are higher, right?
1,000 feet for both, and I'm measuring a drop. One on a curved
What
surface.
do you mean for both?
One on a flat surface.
Where do you do that?
All right, I'm not going to sit down and play word games with you. You're either completely obtuse or you're doing this on purpose.
I know. I'm just
Now,
trying to work out where you've measured this, where you've done the difference.
Be quiet and listen. From 1,000 feet elevation above the ground.
Yeah. Are we drawing this geometrically?
Going out.
Oh my God.
I have a horizontal going out. Now, on a flat surface, I'm going to measure the drop down to the horizon. And on
Yeah.
a curved surface that is curving and falling away from me, I'm going to measure
So not horizontal.
another drop to the horizon. Will they be the same drop for both?
Where are you measuring this from, Bob?
I'm not going to answer that.
Are you not?
Answer my question. Answer my question exactly as put.
Right. Well, I'm imagining me being on a mountain. Let's say I'm on a mountain, 1,000 meters high, Bob. Bob.
Answer the question
Bob.
as I
Yes, I'm on a mountain, 1,000 meters high, and I'm looking out with my theodolite. I'm making it horizontal, and I'm looking at it, and then I'm measuring it, the angle, down to the horizon, and I'm noting what that angle is.
Jose, thank you very much. He's not answering the question.
Well, I am, because I'm just noticing there's a... Right, so I've measured an angle. How do I check which one it is? Because you say you measured both different ones. I can only go to a mountain and do one, can't I?
Let me read this super chat. Gentry's channel, thank you.
Oh, see you, Bob.
For the thumb up. And I got 5 pounds from OLM. Bev, just having a laugh. Realize that every time he says horizontal on level, he is orally spamming 1-3 pony.
So
I was blamed for running away earlier for going to visit a customer for like 5 minutes. But it seems to me everyone has come up against me and Bev today, or mostly Bev. They're all gone.
Yeah, you two, Dave.
Their points were not made evade very well, and they pretty much gave up.
Hi,
The
guys.
only one that did a good job was Jose with his ship. So
Yeah, and I tried to moderate it with the best of my capabilities. I
You did good.
wasn't too hot on anybody. I had to remove a few people that were disrespectful. I had to give many timeouts in there. Now, I was about to wrap up. I want to give the chance to Negator XX. He want to jump in, so I want to let him Negator to have a go here for a few minutes, maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and then we'll wrap up. Yeah, click on it, Negator, and we'll give him a chance to speak after. I think that'll be all right. But so far so good. I appreciate the support. I'm begging for people to help me out to complete the payment of my of my internet. Yes. How is it possible that Jose just bought a house, a place, and he doesn't have money to pay his bills? Well, how about I spend all the money I had, and I'm still need a little bit of wood to seal the room that I did inside. I need to put insulation. I need to put wood, but I got no money. Oh well, at least I got a place for the dogs. I bought a cheap air conditioner. They're happy. I am happy, so I'm able to rest now. So let's go with Negator XX. How you doing, brother? Good to have you.
Hey, is my mic working?
Loud and clear.
Right.
You want to have a little discussion with Babe and Raqia? They're here, so go for it, man.
All right. I actually just showed up. Earth's a globe. Try thinking. What now?
Level is horizontal. How do you have that? How does that work?
Why?
Water finds and seeks its level.
Why do any of those things mean Earth's not a globe?
What level is horizontal?
Water would fall off a ball.
Which way would it fall off a ball?
Every which way.
Just like willy-nilly every direction?
Whichever way you pour it.
So water's being poured onto ball Earth?
It got here somewhere. Somehow.
I'm still trying to figure out why water would fall off a ball and why semantical
We'll pour it on a
interpretation
ball.
of definitions.
Get yourself a ball. Maybe use Atrix ball that he leveled earlier with a level. And pour some water on top.
Mm-hmm. And where does the water go?
Wherever you want it to go. Wherever water. It depends on what medium the water is poured into.
Well, you poured it onto a ball. I'm holding it in my hand, and I'm just wondering which way the water goes after that.
Well, some of it's going to cup in your hand probably if you got your hand cupped, because your hand is a denser medium.
Okay.
How does this prove a globe again? Or a flat Earth?
My hand's a denser medium?
Appears to be, yeah.
My hand is a denser medium. And the water goes towards my hand?
Water's not going to go through it.
Okay. But why does the water go to my hand?
It's been a container.
Is this what you really want to talk about?
Yeah.
It's shaped as a container if you're cupping it.
Can I just check? Do you think that level is horizontal?
Let's say I uncut my hand. Where's the water go next?
To the next container.
Which is what?
Whatever. I don't know. What's under your hand? Maybe your foot. Maybe you have a cup.
So everything that water can sit on
Maybe
is
a bowl.
Considered a container?
Maybe a tub. Swimming pool.
Let's try to Raqia. It's not gonna work when chipping in like very broken down statements because it would be interrupted. Try to talk and let talk. Make your statement and allow him to make your statement instead of calling him to complete your statement because you took a deep, long breath. So talk and let talk, please.
Yeah, I guess my point is when you pour water on a ball you're holding in your hand, it goes towards Earth, right?
We know we're not pouring water onto Earth, so we can move on, I guess.
Well, no, you said your proof that water can't stick to a globe Earth is that when you pour water on a ball you have in your hand.
You're not equating a ball to the Earth, are you? You didn't just do that, did you?
He wasn't done.
I wasn't done. If you don't mind. I asked why. Or rather, I made the statement Earth's a globe, and you said it's not, because when you pour water on a ball you're holding in your hand while standing on Earth's surface, the water falls off the ball and goes towards Earth. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around why you think the water going towards Earth means Earth's not a globe.
I know that.
Okay, but that's fine, but it's your line of reasoning I'm trying to understand. So maybe you could...
So psychology.
Well, no, psychology isn't the ability to present cogent thoughts in coherent argument. So
let's talk about what we physically know about water. It will seek and find its level when undisturbed in its container. Any other questions?
Okay, so it goes towards Earth, right?
It goes towards and into its container and takes
All right,
the
I'll
form
answer yes, Negator. Yes, yes, it goes to Earth. Yeah.
All right. So, how does water going towards Earth, which is its container, how does that make Earth not a globe?
It doesn't.
Okay. Well, earlier you said Earth's not a globe because water goes off the ball in your hand and towards Earth.
It seeks and finds its own level. On a ball, it wouldn't do that. It would flow off like we see on every other instance of
It would
water reacting.
flow off the globe Earth?
Apparently, if it was a sphere, it doesn't because it's a flat plane and it's contained, just like we see every other time water reacts.
So you're telling me that we think water sticks to Earth because it's a sphere, not for any other reasons? Because your example is simply any sphere, right? You're saying Earth is a ball. Well, here's another ball, and because I think you think water sticks to Earth simply because of its shape, with no other factors, that water should stick to this ball. Now, my next question is, can you point to me where anything, anywhere, or anybody says water sticks to spherical objects only because they're spherical? Does that statement exist anywhere?
I don't know.
Who said that?
You don't know, but it sounds like you're
I think
asserting
it sounds
that it does
like a
because you're
massive
telling
straw
me-
man.
You said stick. I didn't say stick. I
Okay,
said
so-
flat plane.
so
Water
why do
finds
you-
its
why
level
do you think
in a
water
container
should-
when undisturbed?
Why do you think water should stick to the ball you're holding in your hand instead
don't.
of? Then why did you just say that it should if Earth's a globe?
I never said it should. That's why I don't think it's a globe, because water doesn't act like that. We've never seen it.
What do you mean
can't-
act like what?
You can't replicate it.
Replicate what?
Water on a sphere.
So does anybody make the argument that spheres attract water and only because they're a sphere?
You just want to argue?
It
or
would be
what
a
do you-
massive
I mean,
straw
what's-
man, wouldn't it?
My point is that you seem to think that we think water sticks to Earth only because it's a
don't-
sphere.
I don't think what you think. I know what I know.
Well, that still doesn't make your argument coherent.
Don't care.
Well, I know you don't care. That's why you made a very shallow argument about the shape being the only reason that water should stick to it. Now, in our
what we see in reality.
in our model, water should fall off the ball you're holding in your hand and head towards Earth, and that's what we observe, right? Nobody says that Earth is a ball, or rather, water sticks to Earth only because it's a ball. Nobody says that. So to assert as much is very dishonest.
I never
right?
said they did.
Okay, then why are you telling me that water should stick to a ball you're holding in your hand?
Telling you what I think.
Okay,
what I
why
see.
are you telling me
My
that
reality.
water? Why are you telling me that water, if our
What's your point?
our model is to be true, you're telling me water should stick to a ball in your hand?
What's
Why?
your point? I never said that. And what's your point?
You never said that water, if Earth were a globe, then water would stick to a globe in your hand?
What's your point?
That's my point. Is that you're a
That's the
dishonest
point,
individual
yeah.
making a dishonest argument.
Okay, cool. I'm dishonest. What
I mean,
does this
that's-
have- What is?
You're the one that's come here and talked about balls, dude.
Yeah, you brought in the ball. I didn't. It's flat.
Actually,
it's a plane.
in fact, it was you. You said that water can't stick to Earth because water doesn't stick to a
never
ball.
He said, I think he said water is horizontal. The water level is horizontal.
No, he said he poured water on a ball he holds in his hand, and the water
No,
falls
I
off.
said if you did that.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen that. I
Yeah.
can do that. You can do that.
That
That's
does-
what I
if
said.
you want to be semantical, that's fine. That just lends credence to the fact that you're a dishonest individual making dishonest
Yeah,
arguments.
I'm not dishonest. I will say if you pour water into a container,
Uh
it will seek and find its level, which would be horizontal.
huh.
Very true. Very true.
All you know is that it goes towards Earth, right?
I think if you're pouring it into a container, it goes to whatever the container is, takes that shape, and finds its horizontal.
Oh, well, what dictates that
You
pour
want
it
to straw
into?
man me and tell me what else I'm saying or thinking, then go right ahead. That would be you being dishonest, not me.
No, I didn't straw man you. You told me you poured water on a ball that you hold in your hand, right?
I've done it several times.
And then what did you said the water goes into another, air quotes container, right?
Yeah, we all know this.
And this was proof of, why would you bring up this example?
I didn't bring up the example of that's why it's a sphere or not a sphere. I didn't mention a sphere. I said it's a flat plane and water seeks and finds its level. That's my proof.
I want to make
water-
I want to make a quick analogy example. If I have a plant in here and I don't put water, the plant will die. It's the same thing. So is that what you're doing, Raqia? Just making random statements about random shit?
About plants growing? No, I never mentioned plants. I mentioned
No,
plants.
I'm just saying, just a random example of nothing to do with the topic. Is that what you're doing?
No, I think it was Negator that was strawmanning him, talking about balls and water.
I think Raqia was trying to get us to draw a conclusion based on what he observed by pouring water on a ball that ended up going. You're trying to get us to draw a conclusion from that, or at least you seem to say that you're drawing a conclusion from that observation.
I'll give you that.
Yeah,
I would say I've seen how water acts and what it does when poured into a container and onto a sphere. So I've drawn that conclusion. Yeah, fair enough. Now, what's y'all's point?
Well, I'm not sure why you keep missing the point, because you said you drew a conclusion from when you pour water on a sphere, right?
I've seen it, yeah.
And what was
That's
that?
how I drew the conclusion.
The conclusion was that water didn't stick to the sphere, right?
Never does.
And why is this relevant to the globe, Earth?
It might not be. That's my conclusion.
So then, why bring it up in the first place?
You're bringing up things that may not be relevant. Why would you do that?
Okay, so you want to move on?
No, I don't want to move on. I want you to admit to the audience.
Listen, if it's not relevant, why are you labouring on it?
Yeah.
Wait, what's the big deal?
You just want to make me look.
All right.
You're just
You
trying
guys-
to do a personal.
You guys are muting.
No. This is what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to display is your inability to form an honest argument, and then after it's pointed out that the argument itself is not honest, your
It's not
inability
coming
to
across,
admit
mate.
that. Right? So if you want to move on, that's fine, but you're going to need to admit to everybody that your example of water falling off the ball in your hand is not relevant to the globe Earth.
Oh,
It's relevant to me. I don't care if it's relevant to y'all.
Okay, why is it?
It's not relevant to a globe Earth because it's not a globe. It's a
Yeah.
plane,
Why
a flat
is it
plane
relevant?
where water always seeks and finds its level when undisturbed. That's what's relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care about your sphere. I said nothing about your sphere. I said pouring water onto a ball, which has nothing to do with a spherical Earth because the Earth's not a sphere.
All right, let's
So
hear
why
rebuttal.
would you mention pouring water on a ball? What's the point
Why
of
are
that?
you still doing that? Why are you still asking me the same question over and over again? You want
because
you've
you-
already showed how dishonest because you told everybody I was,
Yeah.
and how
Mhm.
bad of an argument it is, and how it doesn't have any reference to the sphere. So why are you still talking about it?
Because I want you to be a grown man and an adult and admit your mistake.
He's already done that, honey.
I've already done that
Yeah,
like
he said-
5 times.
He said it bears no relevance to your model. The fact that he was pouring water on a ball.
Is if it bears
Let me
no
say it
relevance.
again. It has
Yeah.
no reverence.
Okay,
Why
why
are
would
you
You guys are
talking about
muting
it?
you bring it
Negator
up?
by overtalking him.
Why would you bring it up? That's my point.
You keep bringing it up. He's asked to end. Just finish it whenever you want, Negator. Move on.
Keep talking about it. Hey, as long as you want to keep talking about it, keep talking about it. I've ended it. I said it's not relevant 10 times, right? So you can keep bringing it up if you want and blaming it on me, or we can move on to something else. Your choice.
Okay. Well, the initial question that you responded to with this example that
Still
you
gonna talk about
are
it. I wanna
telling
hear his
me
statement.
that you're telling me is no longer relevant was Earth's a globe. Your response led us down this line of reasoning. Now you're telling me it's no longer relevant. So let's go back to the start where I said Earth's a globe. What's your response to that?
I think it's a flat plane because water seeks and finds its level when undisturbed. That's what I've seen all my life. That's what I see now. That's what you see. That's what everyone sees. That's what I'll see tomorrow.
Okay. And why would we observe something different if Earth were a globe?
I have no idea.
Okay. Excellent. That's an honest response, Raqia. I do appreciate your ability to do that.
Everything
Thank
I've
you.
said has been honest.
I mean, whatever you want to believe, man.
Free flowing out of my mouth as honest as I
Other
can be
than
at
the
the
ball
moment.
example.
Hey, you
Yeah.
came in. You came
No,
in a
no,
little
it's honest.
late, Negator. You came in a little late. Dude, it's over 4 hours. I need to wrap up. I
Negator.
need to go rest my bag and chill around. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No problem, man. Are you wanting to go then?
Yeah. I mean, the call is gonna be open. I can hit recording. Maybe if I can maybe upload it, but you guys can talk. I'm not gonna be here. I'm gonna be listening in the background, but I gotta stop the stream on YouTube.
Just
it's been
pop over
too
to
long.
Emma UK and we'll carry it on over there, eh, Dave?
Let's
Negator,
let's
come
do-
on over.
Yeah, let's
So
do
where?
let's do a final thoughts round. Let's do a final thoughts round. If anybody have to leave first, speak up now and let's get some final thoughts.
Yeah, can I go first, Jose? Because I gotta get out of there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Awesome. I absolutely have to agree with, well, slightly word it differently about the water situation. And I'll just simply say that water conforms to all the forces acting upon it. And I'd like to say I love the planet that I'm on. I like the solar system that we're in. I think the galaxy is a wonderful place. And I only wish that I could live many lifetimes to figure out what the human race will do when we go into the stars. Thank you very much, Jose. Laters.
Thank you very much, Justin. Great, appreciate it, man. Anybody want to go now? I can go alphabetical order. There's not that many people here. Artrexis, give us your final thoughts.
Once again, I have yet to see any evidence where the globe has been falsified to any level of sufficiency. I think we tried, at least today, very hard to display the examples of where level does not mean horizontal, but I don't think that worked today. But thank you, Jose. Great show.
Thank you, man. All kinds of fun, man. Oh my God, like 3 or 4 super shows back to back to back. It was a lot of entertainment. Erebus, final thoughts, if you're there. All right, we'll move on. Khalid, you're there. Final thoughts.
Yes, hello, wonderful show, Jose. Just a question that I didn't answer properly for try thinking when he said what's my qualification. I said 0. Well, it's almost 0. Not there's no absolute 0. I don't know any of the definitions. I don't know all the stuff. Really, in geometry and physics, I'm really bad at definitions. But even though I was able to make a complete sun calculator with the time equation and everything. Tell me the date, the location, the time, and I will tell you where is the sun in the sky. Be it the true sun, be it the apparent sun, I will give you the location. So that's what I want to say, even with my little qualification. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Who's here? Kay. Kitsune, you want to give some final thoughts? You've been listening for a while. Just let me know. Just unmute and let me know. Leo, you here? Final thoughts? Oh, hold on, Leo. Kitsune, go ahead, man.
Muchas gracias, Jose. I have 2 quick final thoughts, and hopefully this presentation that won't take long. Let's see. One was okay. So back to the bowling ball with the level on top. Bowling ball's nice and smooth. You can roll the ball around, so you can move that ball so that the level touches every point. And as long as the level is on top, keep the level on top and just move the ball around, and the level will stay level even though it touches every point on the bowling ball. And the reason the level has to stay on top is because Earth's gravity is pulling on the level more than the bowling ball is. Okay, so I forgot the second point and third. I've never presented any images, so either Jose, remember that image that I shared? You want to bring that up, or?
I don't have it on hand right now. Sorry.
All right, so can we walk me through this? Present now. Let's see. Is there something I click before present now, or?
Yeah, either a window, a Chrome tab, or your full screen. Click it and then enter.
Let's see if I do my full screen self, I guess.
Yeah, and then we'll see everything that you got on your desktop, and then whatever you see, we will see.
Oh, on my desktop, huh? Let me see. Yeah, because I just want to be able to show a single window here.
Yeah, sorry, man. Sorry. Let's just move on. We'll leave it for another time. I'm sorry, man. We got a few people. I got it wrong, man. I got it wrong for real.
I'll tell you what. I'll present. I'll share the link for everyone, and I'll describe it now. you were showing earlier the two ships and the closer one and the further one. And what I did with that was I took a screenshot from it, and I did measurements, measured the number of pixels, and marked it off. And if you and what I found is that the height of the further ship is shrunk smaller than the width. So, as these ships go away, if it were due to perspective, the width and the height should of the ships should get smaller and smaller. But what happens, at least once they get beyond the horizon, is they get shorter faster than their width shrinks. How's that? And I'll share the link now.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Let's move on. You guys can talk in the after show, The call will be open for you guys. Leo, final thoughts. Let's get out of here.
Boom. Fact. The Earth is still an oblate spheroid, no matter what any flat earther says. Level is not horizontal, although that can fit into a definition of level. Level is perpendicular to the vector of gravity pushing down, or acceleration down. And one last thought is that the Earth rotates and moves through space at a constant rate, and that's why we cannot feel it. At a constant rate such that we cannot feel it.
Thank you very much, Leo. Good looking out, man. Negator XX, thank you for coming in. A little bit late, but yeah, next time, man. Give us your final thoughts.
Sure. One of the gentlemen in the chat mentioned that if you put water in a bucket and spin the bucket, the water doesn't fall off, indicating that water can be the subject of other forces. And that Raqia unwittingly made my and succinctly, I can never say that word right. He made my point for me that I came here to make. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Negator. Raqia, final thoughts.
Yeah, good show. Personal attacks were down today. That's good. We made it through it. We had some good conversation. Yeah, the bucket saying. The bucket is the container. Come on, man. All right. See y'all later.
Thank you very much. A little bit of a different sound miking here. And who else do we have over here? Let me check on my list. Try thinking. Final thoughts. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Level is horizontal, and like Lael said, perpendicular, vertical and horizontal, perpendicular. Right, Lael? Oh, no, you said level was perpendicular. Well, anyway, same thing. Level is horizontal. Remember that, people.
I said level was perpendicular to the acceleration of gravity downward.
Yeah, that's a plumb bob. That's vertical. Cheers, Lael. Nice one.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate your support. Remember, if you are watching this before you get out of here, please don't forget to click that like or dislike button. Check on the links on the description box if you've seen this recorded. If you got an extra $1 or $2, throw it to me on PayPal. The link is in the description box. I have to check out what's going on with my Discord server. It's like broken. Nobody's able to join. But hey, it is what it is.
Use Emery UK
Flip-flop
instead.
Channel, yeah, my flip-flop channel is alive. Subscribe to my secondary channel in case anything happens to this one. And a membership link. Consider becoming a member. It was a very good show. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been Jose J.G. Gonzalez out. Boom. Moderator.
Shout out to Emma UK.
Well done, try thinking. Keep trying with words, relationships to words, definitions to prove reality.
Yeah, level is horizontal, right?
Brilliant tool. Fantastic tool.
Keep modeling that curved level, sir.
Flat earthers are always misrepresenting what people say.
How else? What else would water do on a globe, though? Like I heard it would flow somewhere.
Catch you later, guys. If you want to pop over to Emma UK, I'll chat to you over there. See you later, guys.
Yeah, come over.